Greetings, everyone. My name is Sai, and welcome back to the Plunderer Bookclub. I usually do like a scream, like a yay, or whatever the hell. I was waiting for that. Give me like a yay. Give me something. Work with me here.
Bonsai!
There we go. Joining me once again is my lovely co-commentator, Mr. Isaiah Christo. Isaiah, welcome to the show.
Yeah, forgive me for not doing a yell there. It's because your mic keeps cutting out. So, like, I'm
having similar problems. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do about that.
Yeah, so I was confused. Like, oh, did he go away? Do I wait? What do I do? But we'll.
I wonder if I'm having the same problem you did, where I've got some like button clicked now.
Oh yeah. So
for everyone in chat. I upgraded to Windows 10 over the last week. And so I did like a whole wipe of my computer. So the reason the stream is late is because I had to reset up a bunch of fucking technical bullshit. So if you're wondering why it took a while, that's why. What was the button you flipped that like fixed your bullshit?
Yeah, so click user settings, like right next to our call there.
Right.
Under voice activity, you see, does it have input sensitivity like on automatic?
Yes. Oh, that's why.
Off.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Off and drag the thing down to like minus 85 decibels.
Minus 85. There we go.
Yeah.
So hopefully that fixes the clipping issue. Nice.
Yeah. Well, everything sounds good so far. So
cool. Let me know. And everyone in stream, please let me know. Oh, I don't have the chapter image up. Please let me know if anything is broken on my end, because the only way I have to know is if chat tells me, basically. But I think everything is working. I think.
The chat shows up fine. It's a black image next to the chat, so.
Yeah, I just fixed that.
You just mentioned that. So
yeah, but we don't have a color page this time. It's just the shitty clones looking at the fucking black tubes.
Well, we have a color page next chapter, so we will still have one, just not to open up with. It is
fair enough.
It's a little underwhelming. Yes. Before we get into this, though, do we have some other topics to cover?
I'm sure we do.
As usual.
Okay, I'm just like, adjusting still to the fact that I'm just double checking everything, making sure the stream's working. My mind's not even on like, oh, well, our first topic today. Fucking.
No, yeah.
I just want to make sure everything's working, and I think it is. Okay, cool.
It looks good so far.
Cool. Anyways, so yes, what is our first topic today? What do you got?
Well, do you want to start with like actual discussion of like things that we've talked about since last time, or you want to hop straight into cafe?
You can go cafe first while I set shit up.
All right, cool. So only a couple of months after the Plunderer restaurant deal, they've also got a cafe deal going on, like all the hip anime do.
Yeah, the anime is so popular that like to meet this like fucking all the demand, they've upped supply. So here now, in addition to the the cafe first, and now we got a thing, or was it now a cafe?
No, it was restaurant first.
Right. Okay, so we got a restaurant. Now we got a cafe.
Not only that, but as opposed to the restaurant, which I believe was in one.
What the fuck is the difference?
The difference is that the restaurant had a bunch of food that was in the manga. This has 2 pieces of food that was in the manga, and then like fucking 5 drinks that are supposed to represent the characters, which I had a bit of a chuckle at. So I don't know if you want to show them on screen because I sent you the link, or if you just want me to read them out. I don't really care either way.
My OBS isn't set up for that. 1 second. I can try and get it on stream. It's going to take me a minute.
For sure. Yeah. So if you remember, if you guys remember way back in our early Plunderer streams when we talked about just how fucking funny the restaurant was, because they literally reached for like anything that was like any food that was in the manga. Like,
right.
Oh, cover volume 6 has Nana holding fried chicken. Okay, we got Nana's fried chicken. Hina had those fucking weak ass.
Of course, the black character is the one with the fried chicken. Of course.
No, right? I brought that up back then. Yes. Hina had those like weak ass cucumber sandwiches without any crust on them because she's that fucking boring. So they made those. You of course have Lick's pudding. I'm sure they had a dish for Lynn or something that I just can't remember. But the point is, they had like Toki. They had like Toki Kaze's rice ball and Alan's Burger Brand burger. That's how fucking desperate.
Wait, did Toki Kaze make a rice ball in the past too?
Yes, he was.
Is him doing it this chapter a callback?
Oh, I didn't even consider that. Yes,
I know, right?
He showed them how to make onigiri at the end of chapter 16. He was.
That's hilarious.
Rice ball.
That's hilarious.
Okay. God, fuck. Now I'm more pissed off. God. We made the joke last stream when we were riffing on it, like, oh, it's a reference to Lynn, like you like rice, right? But no, it was fucking worse than that. Hey, Ivan's back from the card shop. Hey, Ivan.
Yay!
Good to see ya. Yeah, so if you scroll down past whatever the stupid like things that they give you for going there, they give you coasters and shit and like little placemats, as you can see, so you can shove your fucking food on top of Lick's face. If you scroll down their food menu, only 2 items because they didn't want to have to stretch like the restaurant did. So we have Hina's sandwiches. Thankfully, this time
that's still quite a bit of a stretch.
Thankfully, this time not just cucumber. Because in episode 6 of the anime, she made these for Licked. And they go out of their way to tell that to you in the caption. They say, the sandwiches made by Hina for Licked in episode 6 of the anime. Rearranged the cafe style. Fucking... I think my grandma made nicer looking sandwiches for me when I was 4. And then, of course, Lick's pudding, whatever. It's pudding. And I'm sure it tastes nice. If you fuck up pudding.
Yeah, I would be impressed.
Whipped cream. I would be impressed. But it's Plunderer, so you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah.
And then if you go down to the drinks below that. So they tried to make
Do you think the cut open strawberry is intentionally supposed to be like a phallic fan servicey thing?
I didn't even consider that.
That's immediately where my mind went because I'm fucking insane.
I mean, it has. If that was the case, it would have more effort put in than the rest of this.
Maybe.
So they're drinks. If you scroll down, I don't know why this is so amusing to me, but I just
just because they're just like normal drinks, but they've just been like colored to the characters.
Yes, and they have specific ingredients. So the Licked one. Yes, the white one, surprise, with a red straw because they've really had to go the extra mile.
Because his clothes are red, yeah.
Yes.
Can't wait to see those polluting our oceans and choking turtles.
Yes, so it has pomegranate syrup plus cherry syrup. And then I'm very happy that Google Translate worded it this awkwardly because it says plus lactic acid beverage. It says a refreshing sweet drink made from pomegranate and cherry syrup in the image of the shooting down king Licked Bach. And then Hina's. Again, the drink is purple and the straw is blue. Get it? Because her hair.
Yeah.
So here's what I find so hilarious about Hina's. So again, it has peach syrup. It's got butterfly peas in it. And then the final ingredient, which I think is such a great broken down essence of Hina's character. Carbonated water.
Nice. Yeah.
Which for whatever reason, I just looked at that and I thought, yeah, no, you did a really good job. Matching that to her.
Flavorless. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Flavorless, fizzy, tastes awful. Just makes you wish you were drinking like normal water or soda.
Yeah.
It's neither of what you want mixed together. Just like her 2 personalities that don't go together whatsoever.
But also, Ivan, that's actually the 3rd drink. This is the one based off Lick's blackface, I believe.
No, that's Jail's. It's just ginger ale.
Of course it is.
It says, oh, wait. Let me read it out because they make it sound really cool. So it's not just ginger ale. It's ginger ale mixed with generic cola, A drink inspired by the lieutenant of the Royal Army, the Iron Jail, dry ginger combined with Coke with his conviction.
Oh my God, it's got conviction in there?
It's got
God, have you heard what that
conviction.
stuff can do? Like, that's liquid gold they have right there. $5 is a bargain. Fuck, man.
Oh my God! You have a sip of that. You walk straight out into the street. All of the cars miss you. They just swerve.
You just go
out the way,
Super
like,
Saiyan in the streets.
Below that, Lynn gets tea because she's Chinese.
Is she?
Yeah, her name is written in katakana, which is what you do for like characters outside of, and like her last name is Mei, like MEI,
okay,
which is typically a Chinese surname. So they give the one Chinese character just like Jasmine tea.
Well, we had a Chinese character, and then Minnie Schwimmen killed her.
Well, yes. Well, we get to see a little more of her in the Raws. I'm excited.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
Eventually. I'm very much looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm really sad the chapter after 56 isn't translated. That's the one I want.
Me too. Yeah, 57 when Jail fights all those guys with the headbutts. I'm very excited for headbutt. And then Pele's is just coffee.
Really? That's boring.
It's coffee with like blue syrup in it because he wears a blue uniform.
Nice. Surely there's like something interesting you could have done with like the traitor aspect, right? I mean, I know it's spoilers, but who gives a shit?
Yeah, they just put fucking poison in it. but
and anyone who would drink this bullshit deserves it. No.
But because he's a triple agent, they also mix in the antidote for the poison.
So you don't even notice anything. Yeah. God, that'd be awesome. Hey, why is this $5 drink fucking $100? Oh, no reason.
Just don't worry about it. Have a sip. That's what.
And make sure you drink all of it, just in case.
Oh, but that's all. I really wish they made like a Schmerman drink or something with the lolicon jeans in it. But
have I mentioned how happy I am that I've reduced you to the shell of your former self? You're like a fucking like hollow Isaiah, like in Dark Souls. Like you shit on the manga so much, and it's so gratifying for me.
Oh, that reminds me. I have one other thing to stall and like show neat things. God, let's see if I can find it. Speaking of, and I will show you the screenshot. So they have made a Plunderer website. Where you can make your own count
with squarespace.com. Be sure to go to squarespace.com/side to get 0% off your first order because I'm not sponsored by them.
All right, yeah. So they made a Plunderer website. Oh, damn it. Did I forget to take the screenshot of it? Fuck! Oh, it ruins the joke. Okay, but anyway.
Let's use our imaginations. Don't worry.
I will find the website. I'll see if it does the same thing when I try again. But basically, there's a Plunderer website now that's like a make your own count. Like you type in what your count method is.
You type in a number and it displays the number.
No. You type in what your count method is, and it auto generates you a number. And just as a joke, I typed like the number of times I'm going to defend Minazuki today, and it literally said 0. You are going to the abyss.
Why didn't you take a screenshot of that? That's great.
I thought I did. Oh wait, okay. It said it again. Hold up. All right.
I need proof of this bullshit.
Okay, yes. So I can show you. I guess it just like has a set number for whatever the characters you put in are or something, some sort of algorithm.
So what have you put in? Fucking like Skina?
No, just like the number of times I defend Minazuki is my count method. So go look. I just sent it to you, and you can put it on stream.
Yeah. Oh my god, they even use like just the image from the anime because they're so fucking cheap.
What else are they gonna use? Do you want me to send you the website and you can come up with your own?
Oh yes, absolutely. I want to know. But yes, the number of times I defend Minazuki 0.
I'm sent to the abyss. So that is what you have.
Okay, let's see
reduced me
here.
to.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take a page out of Hertz's backstory. The number of times I want to kill myself.
Oh, there! Now we can finally figure out what her count is. The website will tell us. What did it come up as?
It's in jail. Your count is 9,867 in the number of times I want to kill myself. This is enough that it's more advantageous than most people get an SR rank for this bullshit.
I linked it in the chat for anyone.
That's hilarious. I love it.
I like that it specifically says more advantageous than
I know, people. Right? For now, fucking.
Quite fitting.
Oh, it's so goddamn funny. Measurement result. Your count is 9,867. The number of times I want to kill myself.
Well, there we go.
That's so fucking funny.
There's hers' canon count. We're doing your job.
Did you put it in chat? I don't see it.
I put the link in the chat. Oh, did it not? Oh, maybe because it's a link, it doesn't let me. Here, I'll put it like a space between the dot and the... and see if it goes now.
I'll try to send it myself in the chat. Maybe with mod powers it'll let me. I mean, you have mod powers, so I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I have mod powers, yeah.
Maybe channel operator means more. Does that work properly?
Well, I can see it. I can see it when you put it, but it wouldn't do it for me.
Okay, yes, it went in properly. So yeah, there's the link, everyone. Knock yourself out. Tell me what you put in. Tell me what your numbers are. I want to know. That's great. I love that so much.
I'd like
so
to think funny. I'd like to think that this is the service Minazuki uses as well, and just keeps typing in things until he gets like a really, really big number.
Right. Yeah.
And then he's like, "Okay, that's it. That's the one."
So that Hertz's count, I guess, is 9,867.
Yeah, that's why she's almost as fast as Jail.
Apparently. God damn it.
Yeah. Speaking of counting bullshit, there was because you told me to go through our chats and see if we had any like relevant conversations about Plunderer. Like
that's all we do these days, just shit on Plunderer in our private chat.
More or less, yeah. And you brought up the topic like, hey, why doesn't Tokikaze like so Licht can multiply his count by 10 as we know.
Okay, so I want to pull up the image for this one. So not that. Where is it at? Which chapter does Tokikaze have the bullshit count in? There it is.
54.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so when Tokikaze's count's like 300,000 something. So when he multiplies it, he ends up at 500,000 something. He ends up at 3,042,000, which is exactly times 6 what he showed off like 10 chapters ago. So his count, whatever he multiplies, his goes times 6. But Licht's started off at 5,700, and then in the original fight with Sonohara, the first one, not like the 5th or the 6th one. In the first one, it started off as 5,700, and then it went to 57,000, which means Licht can multiply times 10, but Tokikaze can only do times 6 for no reason.
Well, I mean,
because if Tokikaze could do times 10, then he would end up at like 5 million, which would be way less than Licht can multiply to. So he would lose.
Yeah, Sonohara can only do.
He arbitrarily can't do. He arbitrarily is only times 6 for no reason.
Yeah. Look, Ivan in the chat said.
Number of times Minazuki made a horrible hair color decision, -387. So I guess he probably started off at like 100 and then went down. So it's happened like 400, 500 times.
Is that supposed to be a negative, or is that like just a dash, like separate?
Maybe. I like to think it's a negative. It's funnier that way. So not only is fucking Minazuki do it 500 times, but now he's in the abyss because of that. Look at what you did, Minazuki.
But yeah, the like it's just super arbitrary how much like each person could do. Like Doan can only do up to 5 times. Sonohara can do twice. Licht can do 5 times, but that's like it doesn't like do like he doesn't go crazy from it. because he can do up to 10, which like allows him to like get super strong, but still like let there be a risk. Like, oh, if I go times 10 to equal Tokikaze, I'll be insane, and then like no one will be able to stop either of us, which I know is literally going to be exactly what they do when they fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then Hina will save them with the power of love. She'll do exactly what her fucking mother did, and they'll be fighting and she'll jump between them. But now they'll both stop and cry and turn back to their normal
this
selves.
time they'll stop. Yeah. Oh my god, you're fucking right. That I am
fucking right. Fine. That's a good idea. Yeah. It's a terrible idea. But like,
that's a good idea.
No, it's a terrible idea. But wow, it's probably what's going to happen though. It's probably what's going to happen though.
I can 100% fucking see it right now.
Yeah, I can too. That's why it's funny.
Man, we've really gotten better at tapping into hack brain.
Absolutely. We've hacked into his mind.
If only we could have done that last stream.
Yeah.
Because this chapter is a hell of a lot worse than we thought it was going to be.
Yes. Well,
before we get to that, I have one.
What else did we say? Because like I remember I wanted to say like, why the fuck is Jail's last name Murdoch and not Georgovich, considering he's Alexandrov's son. There's no reason that his last name is Murdoch, except that Minazuki didn't know about Alexandrov when he created Jail, and so that was a retcon later on.
But if that's the case, why didn't he just name him Alexandrov Murdoch? Like he could have just done that to get around it.
I don't fucking know because he's dumb. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, more or less.
Maybe Murdoch's his middle name.
I also, I don't know if you want to put this on screen.
Fucking Ivan. Bye, Ivan. It was nice to have you here for a bit.
Oh, well, have fun at the card shop. I miss you, buddy. Have a good time. I don't know if you want to throw that on screen really quick because I find the screenshot hilarious just while I look through the chat for anything else.
Oh, fine. I'll throw it up. It is funny. Flying is an activity exclusive to birds.
This is Nega Sugata. He has no dream to fly.
Like, you sent me this and said like this like is funny enough that it should be a meme image, like fucking what's the meme with that like butterfly guy? Like, yeah, like is this a thing? This like this seems like a funny reaction image because it's so dumb. And
no, yeah, well, like okay, so recently it's drawn horribly. It's just a stupid sentence.
Right, yeah. I was gonna say, fuck. Oh, that's right. I recently, chat, have been trying to take over the Plunderer subreddit from the inside. I've been trying to do a coup. Like, I'm trying to turn r/Plunder into a hate subreddit. And I want all of you to join me. I've been posting memes, making fun of the fucking manga there, and I want all of you to come join me.
They're pretty solid. Like these memes are funny enough that even r/Plunderer is laughing at them and like enjoying them.
So slowly, gradually, I'm corrupting the subreddit from the inside, and I want all of you to help me. Because there's not that many people. That's the cool thing. So if we've got like a couple people posting like good content there, and the mods have no reason to remove it, because the only other stuff they have are people making posts like, I think the show is good and deserves to be a 7 on Mal and not a 6. Fucking. So as long as we post like good content shitting on the anime and manga there, they can't delete it, and we can take it over from the inside.
Yes.
So everyone please make memes making fun of this fucking manga and post them to r/Plunderer. With your help, we can fucking coup the subreddit. It'll be great.
Could you also do me a favor and show Jail's rupee bag?
That. God, the character designs in the show are fucking terrible.
I fucking spat when I saw it because he like reaches under the table and just pulls that fucking thing out.
Right, yeah. Just out of hammer space.
Yes, it's horrible. It can't even be like a nice sack, like I don't know, with a dollar sign on it or something. It's
like a fucking like burglar fucking bag of money.
Yeah, it's like a nasty potato sack.
Yeah, for the most like respected general in the military has carries
I
money
also
in.
forgot to mention that, like, for whatever reason, all alcohol is called not Napita in the anime
I don't
for
know. I'll
some
let him have
reason.
it. Whatever. I don't care.
I don't. Why not just call it booze? That's what the
Maybe it's
manga
like that. Maybe
does.
that's the brand name. Whatever the fuck they created in the stupid fantasy world.
So what? So everyone only drinks Napita? That makes it seem like I don't know, like some Truman Show shit where they're like trying to sell it to the audience. Like you think one guy would be like, bring me the fucking other fake alcohol name. Bring me the stogie. I don't know, but they're always just like, hey,
But Isaiah, you
Nathan.
like Naptia, the drink that really refreshes.
Ah, yes. Napita is the only alcohol with conviction.
Yeah, fucking endorsed by Jail Murdoch himself.
I feel my count increasing with each sip I take.
Mm-hmm. God, wouldn't that be fun? Like, oh, you said one stupid joke, and already my mind's expanded with world building possibilities. Like the idea of people selling supplements in this world to increase your count, and they don't do anything because they're all bullshit and fake. But like, you have like snake oil salesmen, like, this oil will help increase your count. It's fucking the easy way to do it.
This sacred ointment that I have swindled from the borders of Alcia allow you to change your count method to whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. Like now I'm picturing Yzma and Krunk's New Groove with their little like shindig, like help me to help you to help him, and then you'll hear him say, hey, 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 I'm having a lovely day. And I feel like a million, and my count is a million.
I kind of see what Joam's saying in the chat. They say that Sugita looks like, or fuck Sugita, god damn it. Jail looks like a cosplayer.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it looks like he's wearing like a shitty wig and like store-bought glasses. So yeah.
Yeah, nah. The background is just like a stock asset they've obviously made and reused a billion times.
Oh my god, yeah, it looks like you know what it looks like? It looks like a cardboard background that Tomaki used in the fucking Christmas special. Yeah, where exactly like if you pushed it would fall over.
Like I'm sure I saw this exact set of houses in the first episode, and they're just reusing shitty backgrounds at this point.
Yes. So the last thing I want to show from the anime, before we move on, and I can stop shitting on it for now. Well, for one, they made a fucking garbage filler episode. When they're already adapting one chapter per episode and the pacing has been fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
You know what we need in this manga that is 50 chapters ahead of us right now? Mm-hmm. Filler. We need a filler episode where fucking Lin and Hina just cook for Licht for no discernible reason. Jail shows up, yells at everyone. He has a fight with Licht again where they recycle animation from the first fight.
Of course they do.
And then they just stop fighting for no reason. So I guess that follows like what the manga does.
Well, here's the thing, right, about this like filler bullshit is like, okay, well, first of all, I want to state up front, it's obviously being done because they have no budget, and animating fight scenes is hard, so we've got to like stretch out as much space as possible between fight scenes. But like, if we were doing the season 1 SNO thing of like making the manga better, I like the idea of like, you know, keeping the helicopter reveal to the last possible second, because the manga barrels towards that so they can get to the cool twist. Like, but like that means there's no time for any characterization in the first 6 chapters because it's all going as fast as possible. The fucking helicopter.
No.
So in theory, I don't mind them interjecting a bunch of filler between now and the helicopter, but it's got to like add something, and this doesn't. It's just obviously for time.
That's the thing. Like I've actually praised the anime for all of its fucking awful faults. For like, even though the pacing has been like atrocious and the show's just boring, they do use like the extended screen time to give characters more characterization. Like Licht, I don't think
they have a choice. Like, I think that's a byproduct of like needing to fill time.
Yeah, it 100% is. However, I can still appreciate them trying to make characters more consistent. Like Licht, he's a sad boy more often. He's far less like jumping back and forth between being like a crack addict, perverted hobo, and like actually being the Licht that we see in the second half a lot more. Hina show like they have. What I did like from the filler episode is that like when they're cooking, like while Lynn just goes to like the shop to like buy a bunch of shit, Hina like actually hunts all her food. Granted, like like they just do the same gag that she does in the manga, only it's worse and the bear looks ugly as shit. But I like the idea of like, okay, like, yeah, let's set up the fact that instead of just having her randomly become a different person like 20 chapters later.
I don't know. Like, I think this was just she randomly becomes a different person 10 chapters later. I don't think we've gotten any better. I think we've just fucking like moved the problem
whatever.
up.
You know what I mean? Like showing it more early on to make her a bit more consistent. Like I said, I think fair. Lynn and Pelmo have benefited a lot more from like the extra screen time that they've gotten as well. But like if you're going to make an episode where it's like just to fill time, we've come up like just spitballed other like cool ideas that you can do to fill these characters. Like your idea.
We literally just thought of a snake oil salesman. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, we thought of a snake oil salesman. We had the previous conversation about the guy who like tattoos on a fake count and like goes around like harassing people. Yeah. There's like a million like things that you could do, especially with like Lynn and Pele. Like, you don't just have to have them like go straight to like Linden and like discover like the abyss in the lake and the abyss demon and all that. You could like have Jill be like, we've got reports of like another ballot holder, and like have them go like fight him and shit, and like have some more Star Theft.
Hey, yeah, have a battle scene with fucking Lynn to establish he's a badass now, as opposed to 40 chapters in,
as opposed to 40 chapters later, and having them go, oh, you hit as hard as Jill Murdoch, and you're as fast as look back, you know. There's a million like interesting things that you could do to like expand the world, but instead they're like, okay, cooking competition to show that they're both waifus.
And Hina in that fucking terrible looking apron. God, it looks so shitty.
They have Nana just do like the fucking like, do you want a bath? Do you want to eat dinner? Or do you want watashi gag that's like hasn't been funny for 10 years?
Nope.
Fucking, it was just horrendously boring. And then what's worse is that they actively make the characters look even dumber somehow, because after they randomly so after they randomly stop fighting, like they like, so the reason why they stop fighting is because like Nana's like, hey, we're in the middle of a town, there are people here, guys, which fair enough. But then
even Plunderer like, does what DC can't. That's funny.
Yeah. And instead of them just like taking it outside or like something, you know, we cut to later at night. We're now Licked and fucking Jail are just drinking together for no discernible reason, which they would not do at this point at all, because he's a wanted man.
Yeah,
his conviction should be dropping each goddamn sip he takes. But what's worse is that
it's fine. I got conviction.
What's worse is that Nana gets Jail, Lynn, and Pele pass out drunk and then leaves them in the center of the town, and that's how they escape. And then Jail wakes up and he's like, "Hey, wait a minute! Where'd they go? Fuck!" And they like. And then they do the Looney Tunes gag of fucking like Licked, like Nana and Hina on a horse, and they go down like one fork in the road, and then Jill's like, "Hey, they went that way," and they go down the opposite way, and that's how they find Linden on fire.
That's hilarious.
They're chasing down Lick. They just see a fucking massacre.
Right.
Because of fucking Looney Tunes bullshit, and which makes it.
I like to think that was character development, right? So like, fucking after last time, Nana left Jail with a note like, "Hey, at the fork in the road, we're gonna turn right." And this time, she told the truth. And so when he decided, like, they went left, and fucking Nana's like, "Ha
ha." I still love that gag because like. Or not gag, like literally how that scene goes. Because if Nana,
it's so funny.
Like if he had gone like literally any other direction, like what if he went north or south? But Nana just had to get the exact opposite.
It's so like, dumb.
West.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
So everyone looks like a giant retard now, even more than usual. But then still, because they're still trying to follow the manga. Jail still gets drunk with like next episode to try and like get him to talk, which you think that would be the last thing he'd. Yeah, right. So like last time he got drunk with Licht.
Way to introduce plot holes, guys. We didn't need your help with that.
No, and the thing is that even at the start, like Nana offers him the alcohol, and he's like I do that again, and then he does that again.
Well, Isaiah, that's how it happened in the manga. We can't do anything different.
And what's even worse, is that instead of, like how in the manga, like Licht and Jail didn't even really get drunk, like they did the manly thing where they just like swig and like throw it down.
Yeah.
In the anime, they drink super slow so they can reuse the shots of them chugging like every 2 seconds.
Nice.
And then they get so drunk to the point where Jail is babbling, and he has a drunken fist fight with Licht where they punch alcohol into each other's mouths.
Nice.
And then the Abyss Demon shows up while they're on the floor, passed out, drunk, and then they're not drunk anymore.
Of course, was that a continuity error in the manga too, or
in the manga they
like
were
do
drunk.
They fight the fucking helicopter drunk, or was that later?
Well, they didn't get drunk. Their alcohol tolerance was too high in the manga. Nana got drunk, but she didn't do any fighting, so fair enough.
Yeah.
And granted, that's a thing that happens a lot in like media, but it's still lazy and pisses me off.
Have you been reading Daniel's comments in chat?
Let me see.
Fucking like fake history porn. Jail admiring the winning potato and the largest potato competition in circa 2019. Just like, look at that. Look at the image and tell me it doesn't look like a potato.
No, that's what I said. Yeah.
You said it looks like a potato sack, but yeah, I know it looks like a potato.
You're right. If I just put my thumb over the fucking like
it looks like a potato
nub at the top, it just
Jail admiring the largest potato in the competition.
He has been brought to alcohol to deal with losing the potato competition.
It's so shit. I love it.
But yeah, it was so fucking stupid. And however, at the same time, I also like aside from like just wanting continuity because like no shit, you should have it. I also think it would be fucking hilarious if we had like an alternate take on the scene where like Jail is like summoning the soldiers. She's like, "Out of my way! I'm Jail with the good fangus. Get all the soldiers. We gotta get the Abyss Demon." Just, like stumbling around.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
As fucking like Hina reads exposition to the fucking drunk Jail. What the fuck is that? Like, oh no, it's all thing. Like, what the fuck is all thing?
It's all this what we call it in the military. You can't touch them when you get the death penalty.
Anyways, we'll read the fucking manga now.
One last thing.
Okay. Because I think 45 minutes of stalling is more than enough.
We only have 2 chapters. It's not the end of the world to like. Just
fuck it. You guys don't have anywhere to be. Yeah. You guys don't have lives.
So the last thing I wanted to say. So when we get the Abyss Demon reveal, I just wanted to compare because like back when we still loved, or when I still loved this manga and you tolerated it.
Very important distinction.
We talked about like how cool the fucking Abyss Demon looked, right? And like what a cool reveal it was. So I sent you the page of the Abyss Demon, right?
What a cool reveal that is.
Yeah, like it looks sick as hell. Like it's like emerging out from the lake. You can make out like the different parts of what the helicopter is supposed to be, right?
Right.
And then compare that to how it looks in the anime. So this is the reveal shot.
Okay, I'm going to switch to the image in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it looks like shit.
Yeah, it looks
fucking
like
terrible.
Fucking garbage.
Yep.
And of course they like don't show it fighting at all. So
well, at least it's not CGI.
Yeah, like the helicopter is. Yeah. So I'm very excited for our next stream, so I can talk about how they butcher the fight with the helicopter.
Can I have a CGI helicopter pic?
Yes, give me 1 second. I'll get that for you.
We can't say that and then not show the lovely viewing audience that.
Sorry, yes, forgive me. Where did
this one time?
There it is. And I wish I recorded a clip of it because like watching it like awkwardly wobble is so much funnier than just seeing the fucking screenshot of it.
There we are. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty shit. That's funny. That looks like a PS1 helicopter.
And it doesn't even like have like the cool like pattern that it has in the manga. It's just like green.
Yeah.
Just green helicopter.
It looks terrible.
Yeah, it looks like shit.
Nice.
But yeah, that's enough of the anime talk. Whenever we get to eventually return, I will be excited to tell you all how the fight goes down. But now, stalling's out of the way, general chat's out of the way, we can actually get to the chapters. And my God,
woo!
I've been so excited for this chapter.
Yeah, no, these are fucking terrible.
Do you mind if I read the first one?
Oh, no, please. I was going to suggest that.
Okay, because I wanted to do my Schmerman voice again.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no.
The darts really does make him that much more fun to voice.
It does. I agree.
Yes. So also correction that I wanted to make. So these aren't the nano healing pods like I assumed they were.
What are they?
These are the clone tanks.
Are they?
Like that they were bred in. Yeah.
Then why are they here?
I don't know. They walked into this room.
To do what?
Schmerman threatens to the Mac in the pods. So I assume that's what they are.
But they don't see Schmerman walking. They get scared when he walks in.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
So why the fuck are they in this room?
So he can threaten them.
Okay.
Here, in fact, I'm just going to double check if I'm right. I'm going to go look at what the nano healing pod looked like before.
We could barely see it last time.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try. Yeah, at least give me credit for putting in effort. Where is it? Yeah, no, the pod looks different.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
So why? Why the fuck do they walk into the cloning tube tank? Why does he need 1 billion cloning tubes? There's 7 of them.
Clones. Well, there's a bunch of background clones that Minazuki randomly includes in for no good reason that they shouldn't exist.
Even fucking so.
Even so, yeah. I mean, who else did he clone? He cloned David, and that's it. maybe there's 50 David clones in there.
Fucking Daniel, this isn't the bathroom. Fuck it.
Or wait, no. This is where all the special service dudes are made.
Oh yeah, so we need a big facility for that. There's so many.
Remember, because we said that the captain dude from earlier was the original clone that all the
Django Fett. Yeah,
the Django Fett. So this is where all the clone troopers are made.
Yeah, so this is that fucking weird island in fucking the movie with the white, tall, skinny guys.
Yeah, whatever that place is called. Start with a K or something.
I don't fucking know.
I shouldn't have it memorized, so I'm kind of glad that I'm blanking on it. I feel like it'd be a lot more embarrassing if
Coruscant? No.
Coruscant is the Republic place, and it's not Geonosis. That was where the
Genos. Wouldn't that be funny? Do you guys get it? It's like genome, but with an os. Fucking
Camino. It's Camino. Yeah. Camino. Yeah.
Star Wars cloning planet. Camino. Right? Yeah, it's Camino.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's where the Wall of Paradise is. It's Camino.
It's somehow Chemical Plant Zone and Camino at the same time.
Fuck! Oh, I forgot about that. Now when I look at that establishing shot of the wall, all I hear is
yeah. So they came in here looking for the bathroom, and they realized, hey, wait a minute, fucking.
Hey, wait a minute!
And then Schmerman appears behind them, and then they don't need the bathroom anymore.
Yeah.
But
how do you start the darts voice? God, it's hard. It's hard to get because you picture.
You should be aware of the reasons why I am upset.
You should be aware of the reasons why I am upset.
Yeah, that's good. I like it.
No, Papa, it wasn't your fault. Oh, wait, man. Despite having strength far surpassing your opponents, you arrogantly fought without your balance and were taken down by a mere sergeant. Second, while you were engrossed in having fun, you allowed the legendary hero to regain his power. I have no need for failures among my children, man. Perhaps you would like to return to the test tubes for another 300 years?
There's another confirmation of my 300 years thing. So it does take 300 years to grow a clone.
I'd like to think it takes like 2 months, and then he just left them in there. Oh well, I'm not really gonna need them for a while, so I guess I can
it's like when I turn the oven on to cook chicken and then just forget about it, and 2 hours later I'm like, oh fuck, and go back.
Maybe that's why they're all rapey. Like, oh shit, they're overcooked.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I say they're all rapey when really it was just like 2 of them because the rest were just like, don't wanna.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it.
Yeah, exactly. God damn it.
Yeah. Papa, please, we'll do everything. Fuck. Yeah. I just picture Papa John.
Pop what?
The day of reckoning has come.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Have you not seen that interview with Papa John?
No, I have not.
Okay. So basically, Papa John isn't the owner of Papa John's anymore because he like said the N-word. He was like excommunicated.
Nice. Excommunicated from the Church of Papa John's.
Yes. So like 4 months after it happened, he was interviewed. In it, he looks like shit. Like his face is like pure sweat. Nice. And he's like talking nonsense. Like he's like, you'll all understand the truth soon enough. The day of reckoning is coming. And like, and there's this famous quote from it where like he says, I have eaten 40 pizzas in the past 30 days, and I'll tell you right now, they don't taste the same without me.
Oh wow, okay. That's odd.
Yeah, it's like creepy and like surreal. Yeah. But yeah. So the day of reckoning is here for the clones, I suppose.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question. Why the fuck aren't they all hurt still?
I guess they did use the nano capsules before coming here.
Before coming to the clone state. They walk in the door, like tiptoe in because they don't want to let Sherman know they're back home and they fucked up. And so, Sherman's in his office playing with his microscope or his fucking shoe or whatever the fuck he's got in there. Yeah. So while he's doing that, they sneak into the nano healing pods, and then on the way out, they're like, "Hey, we should go nostalgia. Let's go visit where we were grown." And then they walk in there,
and then Genji steps on the rubber ducky on the way in, and they all you were making it sound like it was a cartoon gag, like they.
Okay, yes,
or like a rubber ducky.
And then fucking Schmerman hears that and he's like, hey, wait a minute. Like,
hey, wait a minute. I don't know why that expression has become so funny to me ever since you said it with Doan.
Oh, yeah, in the fucking video. And then the incredibly important MacGuffin drops and he goes, hey, wait a minute, and becomes evil again.
It's because of the picture you used with it, too. Like the super serious, evil.
No, that was good. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, from now on, I will have you become different people, man. Different people?
Is that what you said? I can't understand.
What?
I said, is that what you said? I can't understand.
Could
you repeat that, please?
Could you repeat it, please?
Different people. Different people.
Different people. It's necessary for his sake. And then we see Toki Kaze come in. His cloak is ruined.
Oh no, he's gonna need a lot of kids fucking to help remake that.
That's my favorite. I wanted to just repeat it, but I can't say it because that'd be stealing it from you. I love that. He got his inky aura all over his fucking clothes.
Yeah, it's horribly stained.
Yeah. No, something's wrong. He's different.
I like that. They should be shitting themselves right now, but instead of going they go, the Blink Baron. No, something's wrong.
he's become a different person. It's just like what Schmerman said. Is that what he means for us to do, Nani? But then he goes, black-hearted evil. No.
No, sorry.
It didn't land. Sorry.
No, not at all.
Yeah. No, but he does go full edgelord, and he copies Licht. And he says, "Here are my orders. You are not to kill. I will do all the killing in your stead."
Why are they like, oh no, like his order was about to attack them or something?
Yeah, I order you to stand there while I beat the shit out of you.
If only. God damn
it. But yeah, like you mentioned, he weirdly drops his fucking scabbard as well. Yeah, like it really didn't hit me last chapter, but like it does look super awkward.
It does, yeah. Well, it's got to represent the fact that he has no more will to fight.
Sure, but
I don't fucking know. I'm trying here, okay?
Well, I try and no, you don't react to any of my attempts. So, now you can.
Fair enough.
Choose on the other foot.
Yeah, fair.
He breaks down. He's like, "Oh, thank goodness, you're all still alive, all of you."
Okay, this bothers the fuck out of me, right? Like, okay, well, first of all, I want to touch on something we skipped already, which was like Sherman, beats up the clones for their fucking incompetence, but like they were his clones, they were his handmade last line of defense. So surely all of their fuck ups are on him. He's the one who made them evil and rapey, and if he hadn't done that, then they wouldn't have fucked up constantly.
Well, I don't think he went out of his way to make them rapey.
If you put evil mustache twirling motherfuckers as your like last line of defense, it's your fault when they fuck up.
Well, hey, let's be fair.
But Sherman, it's like, oh man, you guys are going to be punished for fucking it's your fault, you piece of shit.
Well, it was like 2.5 of them that were rapey, and then the others were just kind of like, eh.
They all he chides them for putting their ballots down and getting beaten up, and every single one of them did that shit.
That is true,
and it's all his fault because he's the one who picked them.
Fair enough.
He made them even.
Well, Ferenda made them, but yes,
we don't know that.
Yes, we do know that because they specifically said made by Ferenda.
Oh, okay. Well, but anyways,
which is probably why they're evil and rapey.
Yeah. Okay, so how much awareness does Tokikaze have here?
As much as Minazuki wants him to.
And it changes from line to line.
It's very specific, yes. So he's a crazy evil psychopath that just murders anyone indiscriminately, except for his friends, because he has enough sanity to recognize them as his friends and see that they're...
But not enough sanity to recognize that they're actually clones of his friends.
Yes, despite being in a cloning room with a million pods around. Oh God, you played Sonic Heroes as a kid, right?
Yes, of course.
This reminds me of the end of the Team Dark story where Omega walks in and there's 50 fucking Shadow pods everywhere.
Shadow, you are grown here. No, it can't be.
But yeah, so and yet he recognizes Schmerman, but he doesn't bear any hostility. He's just like you did with your lines with him last time, Master, I will.
Yes, Master, I obey. Fucking so he obeys Schmerman blindly, but recognizes that he's Schmerman, but he also, which doesn't make sense. But then he recognizes the clones are of his friends, and he remembers them, and he has enough sanity to not immediately attack them. And I don't fucking understand what the fuck's happening here.
Because it was never a brain, not necessarily at least a brainwash drug. It was a drug that increases your killing intent.
Yeah.
So you just kill everyone around you. Like when Lick took it, he didn't go, oh, it's Hina, Nana, my precious friends. Oh, I love you guys. But
he forgot who they were, and he was like, "Are you my enemy? I kill my enemies.
I'll kill my enemies." Yeah,
he didn't selectively recognize people and not be mad at them.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like it's different for everyone because like Sonohara, like she's a perfectly sane person when she takes it. Like yeah, she kills people.
She just becomes like Genki evil.
Yeah, she becomes Genki. I love that you coined that. Yes, she becomes Genki evil. Lick just becomes like a blubbering like murder.
He becomes
man.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, and Tokikaze becomes like blubbering evil man, but only sometimes because he's still
no. He becomes Tokikaze, except now he hates Licked.
Actually, yeah, no, you were correct. Tokikaze, yeah, oh, that's very fair. Yeah, he's not that different, is he?
No.
Yeah, and he listens to Schmerman.
Yeah, so it's really fucking dumb.
It's stupidly inconsistent.
Yeah, unlike the rest of the manga. Yeah.
No, the rest of it is a cinematic masterpiece.
Of course, it is entirely consistent always.
No, this is the one flaw where I'm like, exactly. Hey, wait a minute, Minazuki, what are you doing? Like, you were at 10 out of 10. Anyway, to move past this page. So yeah, he thinks they're all his friends still, despite seeing them kill themselves. Whatever. Yes.
Well, he wasn't there. He just fucking...
Well, he found their suicide shoes and...
he was in the hospital bed.
Yeah, he was too busy being crippled. For his friends killing themselves.
Like, I'm thinking of, like you said, him like super speeding over with crutches.
Yeah.
It's like... fucking... it's a really funny mental image.
Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, that's right, Tokikaze. These are all your precious classmates. You understand, don't you, man? That we are not your enemies. However, there are people who want to take your friends from you again. You know who I mean, don't you?
And now he has to reach down and grab his sword, which is somehow back in its scabbard, despite the fact that two went flying separately previously.
He also picked up the scabbard after and just slid it out together.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Still, it's fucking dumb.
Rihito, I won't let them be taken from me yet again.
It's so dumb that he's standing in front of Schmerman and is like, Rihito is my enemy.
Yeah, right?
It's so fucking dumb.
Fucking asshole, this is the last time you take the Xbox from me. Those who would take from me, I will kill them all. Rito, I will kill you enough now.
That was great because like it constantly like glitching out because my internet speed is so crap. And it's like that was like robot Isaiah like choking and dying reading that. And that added an extra layer that made it even funnier.
Excellent. So we cut back to Tatooine.
Sand.
So now I'm very excited. So I'm gonna give this page some pause. So last stream, for those who are here, I remember we questioned why the fuck there's a random desert here.
Mm-hmm.
And my first guess, I don't think I said this on stream, but I was like, oh, maybe Minazuki is retroactively including it because like the anime added it in to like show
right,
like
there. I think you said that. I think you said that on stream.
Yeah, that was literally my only guess because there's no reason for again this fucking paradise to have like a random ass giant desert in the middle of it when this is supposed to be like the good parts of Earth.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, well the anime put it in, like maybe it's to like maybe he'll tie that in somehow or some dumb shit. Like it still would have been retarded, but like he would have been trying to be consistent, which would have been the first time he tried in this chapter.
Yeah.
But here's the explanation. So Hina says, what exactly happened here? This area should have been heavily forested. It's as if in an instant, everything was cut down in the blink of an eye.
In the blink of an eye.
But sand.
Blink? You get it?
So,
blink, blink, blink.
Yeah,
blink,
so I want you all to look at how far and wide this spreads, right?
This is all forest, and Tokikaze cut it all down into sand.
Yeah, so when Tokikaze like went crazy and like had that like crazy scream last chapter, where like it like echoed into the sky. In that fit of rage, he slashed up this entire forest, and apparently he cut it so hard and so good and so fast, it became sand.
I feel like I'm so sorry, chat, that I don't have the appropriate reaction for this. Because like I've been desensitized. I've been making fun of this all week now, so it's not a surprise to me anymore. But I feel so desensitized. This is so fucking dumb. But I feel like I can't accurately depict on stream how fucking dumb I think it is because I'm too desensitized to it at this point.
Cut to like I just want to ruminate. Like obviously, me and you are both desensitized, but for everyone else here, I want that to ruminate on your minds that he cut a forest
so hard that it turned into sand.
To sand. Yeah, you know, like there could have been a very other easy way of showing a rampage. I don't know. He cut the trees down. You could have had like slash marks across the ground.
You could have like, okay, here's what I would have done, right? And what he should have done. He should have just not included this. But if Sanohara held a gun to my head and made me do this, then what I would do is I would make it look like an atomic blast site, like a bomb went off. Like like a ground zero of like a nuclear bomb. So like, you know, like just like one big impact thing and like a circle of like totally flat land stretching out from like past that. Like I feel like that would have been better than making a fucking desert with dunes and everything. Like there's been a fucking active geological system going on here for millions of years to make fucking dunes of sand.
Here's the thing. That would have made sense because
he had like a giant, brain hurty. Yeah, I know, right?
He would have had a giant because he had that
Daniel,
giant
sand is rock. Energy. Yes, you're right. It is.
Yes. He cut dirt and wood so hard it changed its atoms. It became something completely different. Maybe that's his real power. Maybe like cutting fast was just something he's
an alchemist.
Yeah, but his real ace power is anything his sword touches turns to sand. Like
Midas.
Yes.
God, it's so fucking dumb. Also, I like how upon closer inspection, how it's a fucking incredibly hard cut. Like you're standing behind Rihito and fucking thing. It's just like a forested area. It's like there's a fucking invisible line that separates desert from forest.
That's the loading zone. Like that's what you don't see when you like walk through like in the RPG.
That's the bit in Minecraft where like, you know, they added a patch to the game and it updated, and so like you get to the edge of the world, new content generation starts, and just like an incredibly hard cut between one biome to the next.
That's more or less what it is.
Yeah.
But yes, another thing that I called out last chapter for being super stupid, because even then I immediately realized what it was, or not immediately, you helped. But yeah, we see Tokikaze's ear. We see Tokikaze's earpiece on the ground, and just as I assumed, yes, Aaron is trying to contact him through it. So here's the thing.
So days later, she's still shouting this earpiece like it's gonna fucking do anything.
Oh, not only is it stupid for her to be shouting days later, but why did she not do this immediately? Like, okay, I can't reach his mind. Okay, walkie-talkie. Hey, Tokikaze, right. Bro, the kids are safe.
Yeah.
And like first thing, like right away. Moreover, why wasn't that the first thing Aaron did in general? Like,
well, yes, when she had a walkie-talkie.
As soon as Jail saved her, like even
why
if
didn't she open the transmission again? Yes.
Yeah. Like even if Jail needed it to go to no, never fucking mind. I was about to say like, oh,
she can run 20 different live streams at once. She's fine.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, okay, Jail needed to Skype the Gafangus first, whatever. But she's literally live streamed all of Alcia.
Yeah, no.
She could have easily been like, Tokikaze, look, the cavalry's here. The kids are safe.
Yeah.
But no.
But then no manga.
Yes. So anyway, they find his earpiece and they go back.
Randomly sitting on like the outer perimeter of the blast radius. Why the fuck is it here?
It's a good thing it didn't get cut when he reduced this whole thing to sand.
Or covered by sand in the interim, or anyway. Okay, Isaiah, I want to tell you a story, Isaiah, right? Okay. So once upon a time, I was out doing yard work and listening to music. And I put one of my AirPods in my pocket. And then as I was doing yard work, it fell out. And like I go back an hour later to grab it, and then it's not there anymore. And I'm like, fuck. And it took me probably 30 minutes of searching to find my AirPod in a very isolated area outside the back of my house that I was working in, right? Can you imagine how difficult it would be to find an earpiece in the fucking desert?
No, it's sitting on top of the sand. It's not like sand shifts. It's not
right next to them, right at the edge of the blast radius.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck did he drop it?
He was mad, and when he was like shaking his head around in his crazy anime scream, it fell out of his ear.
Except that would have happened at like the center of the blast radius, not the edge perimeter.
He pulled it out after.
It fell off his head and then got taken away by the wind of his rage.
Yes.
Nice.
It was his last act of like sanity. He took out his earpiece and like threw it and was like, someone will find this and
here, take this. Fucking. This will be an incredibly important plot device later. Fucking goddamn it.
He peered into the script for a brief second.
Yeah. Also, right now, they're like 5 feet away from wherever the fuck their wagon is, right? Because we go to the next page and they're just back.
Yeah.
So, like, when Tokikaze exploded, surely they would have heard it.
Well, that happened like days before they were there or something or whatever.
No, fuck that. That was all in one night. And if they were like right there, then they would have heard that shit.
I'm pretty here. Hang on 1 sec. I'm gonna go back to exact. No, I don't care enough.
And if this was days ago and they've just been traveling since then what are the fucking odds they went in the exact right direction to fucking like find the forest or the desert or whatever the fuck?
There are no odds.
And wait a minute, when the fucking vote happened and when everything went down, wasn't he like right outside of a town about to go kill someone on his fucking hit list?
Yes.
So isn't there like the dead remains of like town somewhere in here?
Oh no. He wasn't in a town.
He was up on a hillside. He's like the hillside.
He was up on a hillside. He was heading towards he was going after he was going to go after Hares and the others because they were like the only ones left on his list. So he wasn't that far away, which is why like I assume they're here now.
Right. So then they would have heard the explosion.
Yes. So yes. You're
okay.
right.
Cool. And like I said, a town got caught up in the blast radius that no one acknowledges.
Yep.
So a bunch of people are like the entire town is dead, but no one gives a shit.
Yeah. No one cares. Doesn't matter. Maybe that's how his cloak got dirty.
It's all the blood.
Yeah. But it's okay. Everyone will forgive him because he wasn't in his right mind.
Oh, of course, yes. Well, even if he wasn't, doesn't give a shit about killing. You kidding me?
No, yeah. He's like, it's okay, Tokikaze. I didn't start the non-killing army until now, technically. Yeah. It starts now. Okay, guys? Everyone hear that?
7th time's the charm.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So, fuck. So, wow, we're just at the title for the chapter. Holy fuck. So now we see our giant, massive group. We're only half
a comrade lost the situation. A comrade lost. Yeah, Tokikaze was a great fucking member of the team.
Yeah, the guy who's been absent for 300 years showed up to fight, beat
killed,
the shit out of, like, kidnapped Hina,
almost blew up the world. Fuck him.
Yeah,
what a great
sent
comrade.
Children to die.
Also, I like how right here Lick's back to wearing like a jacket and suit, but in the desert he was rocking like the shirtless look, which is only the jacket.
Oh yeah, you're right. He put the
t-shirt so he came back and he put a t-shirt and tie on to look nice for this fucking Skype call.
He because it was him and Hina alone. He's like, I gotta look sexy, and he like
exactly, yeah. It's 50 Shades of Grey bullshit.
Yep.
Also, I want to point out that Hares and Sonohara have fixed their uniforms. They pulled new ones out of Hammer Space, which is the same dimension they pull food for like 20 people out of.
Yes.
They should all be starving right now because they have no food and they're all wanted criminals.
Well, hey, we see they have 2 tents behind Nana's Tavern.
Sure 2 tents for 20 people.
They've probably had Hina like go into the woods and like kill a couple boars. And, get some acorns or something.
That'll last half of them a day.
Whatever. Anyway,
why is Blick even still wearing the army uniform? Like, surely he'd be like, "Oh man, this is a symbol of my stupidity and my regret, and I hate it."
Well, no, because he still like respects he's fine with the special service. It's the special service or the really special service. Yeah. So they didn't betray him. These people are all genuine, so he can still be their leader. It's not like he's wearing the white outfit, so it's fine. Mm-hmm. Speaking of, isn't it great that they're all just gone now? Like there were like 6 of them, and then they got killed by the Gafangus, and now there's no more really special service.
Apparently.
Yeah.
But we can touch on that later.
Yeah.
Also, so, I like the detail that they have a little tent surrounding their fucking thing, which the perspective is all off, and so the canopy looks like it's like 100 feet away from where the horse and thing is.
I was gonna say, yeah, like it looks like either it's fucking gigantic or
the horse is tiny. Yeah. The horse looks the size of a Pomeranian. Fucking. And what I love is that they've done this in an effort to hide from the really stupid airplanes.
Oh my fucking
That's
God.
The only reason they would have done this is to hide from the airplanes.
But aren't most of the airplanes just blown up anyway?
I think we see another one later in like one of the new chapters, like just hanging in the sky or some bullshit. So whatever. Some of them do exist, I guess. Shit. So yeah, now they're hiding from the Air Force.
Well, I mean, what the fuck is the Air Force going to do? They can't land. We've established this.
Well, they won't land. They'll kamikaze into them. That's what they want to stop.
Oh, right. That's right. That is what we said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have a good enough aim with that tiny fucking visor.
That's my favorite meme I've made so far is like you versus what she sees thing.
That's and the really Tokikaze tree one was so fucking good.
I spent like 30 goddamn minutes learning how to do the Thanos snap effect in Photoshop. It was way more difficult than I thought it would be. I figured someone would have made like a fucking generator online, like I just pop an image into and it would work. But instead I just spent 30 fucking minutes learning how to do it in Photoshop.
Good on you though, it was worth it.
It is, it's a funny joke.
Anyway, so, it's Pele talking, okay. He goes, I'll be blunt here. As things are now, we will lose this war. Even though 5 chapters ago...
I said we would win, and even Schmerman agreed.
Even Schmerman agreed we would win this war so long as we got
the win condition previously was getting Rahito his sword, and now he has a sword, but we just decided that we're going to lose anyway now because we need stakes and tension. Minazuki realized he wrote it so that we'd won, but he couldn't have us win yet. So he fucking it's like the First Order. We just inflated their resources again, so they're even scarier than they were.
Yes, I love how he goes like, "Oh, we're just a dozen plus 300 Gafangus soldiers." Oh, you mean the Gafangus that one shot at all of the really special service guys,
and the mere dozen consisting mostly of barons with 100,000 counts.
Yeah, we have literally 5 barons. Special service dudes, one who is supposedly like close to jail's at least single ballot level.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh,
and we have Lynn, who's more badass than everyone there.
Yep. Against the special services, 10,000, and the Royal Guards, 200,000. 200,000 soldiers
is nothing for them.
Well, first, it's nothing. Too, I also swear they said it was 20,000 previously, but whatever.
I don't remember that. You might be right.
I don't care.
Okay, first of all, there's a lot of things. First of all, this is fucking dumb and wrong. Second of all, the special service has 10,000 people in it, which means 10,000 people know about guns and technology, and there's no fucking way that would still be a secret. Third of all, Sure, it's 200,000 people, but it's 200,000 grunts who are mostly useless. So this would be like a Dynasty Warrior situation where each of Rihito's sword swings would take out dozens of them. So the number really doesn't fucking matter. Like, you really only have to face a couple of few select commanders and then mini Schmerman and Schmerman.
I would actually be pretty down for like a Minazuki style Dynasty Warriors game.
I would too. I would buy that.
Dynasty Warrior games are like, pretty mindless, but if it's an IP you like, it's mindless fun.
If I got to be Ikaros and wipe out thousands of people with Artemis, yes, I'd probably play that.
No, yeah, right. Could you just imagine like her like big special move where like you fly up and like shoot Apollon down and like you take out,
exactly. That would be really cool. I can see that.
Or like Nymph's hacking fields and then like
Nymph can use Paradise Song and instantly die.
Tokikaze could turn all the enemies around to sand with his finisher.
Land would activate her special and just would be like you win and would instantly pop up.
Pele would give you a concussion. But yeah, no, there is no stark difference in manpower. It's a difference of numbers, but the manpower is completely on your side still. The Gafangis
this entire manga is ruled by numbers. That's why.
Oh, very true. But like Alexandrov already said, the Gafangis are like some of the strongest soldiers in the army. Yeah. And we've seen them demolish really special service dudes like it's nothing.
Yes, and also the stupid flying planes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was just 3 Gafangis dudes. There's apparently 300 of them. And like, I'm sure not all of them are as strong as those dudes. But still, I guarantee you 300 Gafangis guys could probably handle like 50,000 of the fucking soldiers.
Yes. All Acid Chick needs to do is cause acid rain to happen and the entire fucking 200,000's taken out.
Yep. Licht has literally killed 300 fucking thousand people on his own.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So,
but you don't understand. The enemy has ballots like guns and guns.
No, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like they fucking like he says that here. Like, things are different. The enemy also has ballots, which we never see. They just shoot at us with guns. So it's exactly like the Abandonment War.
Or they punch us, which is what happened in jail.
Yeah. But what hurts the most is losing Tokikaze to the enemy.
Like he wasn't already a fucking enemy!
But what I find even funnier about this is that like I know this is supposed to be a sad moment, like he's trying to like rekindle his friendship with them here and like look after them. But
this entire scene is like farcical and how stupid it is.
No, yeah, but like he's talking about like how dangerous Tokikaze is. Like we really got to look out for Tokikaze, and I'd really
he's
like
making
to imagine
rice balls.
Yeah, like some pleasant like elevator music playing here, and then
the girl from Ipanema
is Genji like whispering between them like, so do you think he's the one with the good defense? Or
I said this off stream, but can I just say how much I love you for calling it the good defense? Because like you could have easily gone for like invulnerability or something boring, but good defense is so fucking funny, and it makes me laugh every time I fucking hear it.
No, it's one of my favorite things. Going back and listening to the old streams every time like we make a joke about either the chick with hair buns or him, and like, don't worry, he just has my power. It's just fuck.
It's not the good defense. Like it's great. Okay, yeah, this scene is like farcical. Like. I don't get what he was trying to do here. It's fucking dumb. Like
he's trying to make you feel bad for Tokikaze. Like, oh, look how much he cares. Like, look, he believes that it's his friends, and yet like they're not really his friends because she doesn't take his food, and it makes him sad.
It's so. This is like fucking like who are the guys who directed Fargo? Is it the Coen brothers? Is that right, or is it something else?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like this is like a farcical, like almost near parody kind of thing that they would do. Like we cut to like what's the thing to look out for the most is Tokikaze, and he's standing in the fucking kitchen making rice balls, and he's like, "Here, have some rice balls." And they look at it concerned, and then he just stands there holding the plate out in front of him, and like he slowly brings it closer to Ichinose's face. Like, here, take it. And then she just goes like, no, I don't want any. And then he starts crying because he's so sad that he didn't eat his fucking food. Like, what the fuck is this scene?
I will say, like, that picture of Ichinose on its own would make for like a pretty decent reaction image. Like if you just replace the rice balls, like her like.
No, I wouldn't even say that. It took me a while to realize she was like turning her head no here. Like I had no idea what if this panel was supposed to convey for a while. It took a reread or two for me to figure that out.
Really?
Yes. Because it looks like she's like holding out her hand to grab one. It's only the two little lines around her head. I get that, but like it's only the two lines around her head that give an indication as to what she's actually doing here.
I don't know. I guess I just like her expression, kind of.
No.
Whatever.
Okay. Next up, in terms of how this scene is fucking farcical, I want to imagine. Let's just think. Let's go on an internet like a brain field trip and imagine the conversation that led to all of them being in this room and this happening right now. So Tokikaze grabs Ichinose, holds her close, and goes, "Rahito, I will have my revenge." But first, Schmerman, will you please lead me to the kitchen? Fucking.
Oh, sure thing, man. No problem. This way.
Also, I feel like if it had been 300 years since the last time that I cooked anything, it might take me a bit to readjust, especially if I was a fucking zombie. So at least I would have burnt the rice once or twice. But no, this is his first time in a kitchen making food, and he makes rice balls like he did 300 fucking years ago because he knows exactly how, even though he's mind controlled and has no idea what the fuck's going on around him right now.
Listen, you misunderstand the scene. He's been here for 5 hours trying to get it right. That's why they're sweating. They're not afraid of him. They're just like
really annoyed
how long this is gonna take and like feel really awkward. And that's why Ichinose is shoving it away because like she's
seeing all like the rejects that look terrible.
Yeah, and she's like, no, I'll pass.
Yeah,
and that's why he feels like shit because he's like, I've lost the one thing I had. If I can't make rice, what am I?
The scene, like, I understand the emotions he wants to convey, but this is the funniest possible way to convey these. Like, the shot of Tokikaze holding the rice balls out dramatically is, honest to God, from a comedy version of this fucking manga. It is so funny. I don't know how we are supposed to look at this and not burst out laughing.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's just... God, everything.
He's got like Shadow the Hedgehog edge as he's handed the perfectly white, fluffy rice balls.
This looks like it could come out of like Food Wars or something. Like someone like some by shonen,
like a master chef finishes his rice balls like here, taste
your meal.
Like it's like overly dramatic, like it's a serious thing, but it's so fucking dumb.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Also, I want to point out there are only 4 of the Class A clones were deserving of food. Everyone else got snubbed.
Even though he's made like 6 of them or more here.
Yeah.
Wait, no, he's made exactly 7. There were 7 of them. He made exactly 7, and only 4 were allowed. And you know what's funny? They're the 4 with names.
Yes, yeah. Only the 4 named characters got to come eat here today.
Yeah. It made only the ones he could like accurately remember. Like he's like, I'm sure.
Yeah, doing right specific clones. And so he's like, okay, I'm bringing Ichinose, you. And then he got to the ones without names. He was like, dip my tongue. Fuck it. And then he just left them there. And like, just the 4 of you come with me.
Like, I'm sure you were there. But I don't remember you doing anything.
To be fair, it's been 300 years. I'm surprised I remember any of your names or how to do anything.
Oh my God.
The scene is so farcical, it should flat out not be in the manga. He should have had a different scene to convey these emotions, because this is too fucking funny. by
Yeah,
accident.
Like you literally like could have.
Can you imagine if we were like his editors and he hasn't drawn this yet, but he's describing it? It's like, okay, and then we cut from the forest with Pele talking to Tokikaze making rice balls for all of Class A, and just like, can you imagine Mizuki telling that to us out of context?
No. You know what
Wait, we cut to what? Making who? What?
You know what would have made for like if you're trying to go for like the sad, like awkward, like he can't rekindle the connection he once had while also making fucking sense. He could have just had like these 2 pages of him like training them, like to so that way they don't fuck up the next time, you know?
Right.
And like they're super like nervous around him, so like it's not like how it used to be, like when they're always happy. And he's like, you can either have him like with this sad fake smile where he's like trying to enjoy himself, you know, or you can have like a similar like sad face where like he can tell it's not the same.
Yes, but you should not be having the scene where he makes rice balls for all of them.
No, yeah, especially not when you're talking about like how dangerous he is. Like having him like training them, like slashing across the room. You can show off more Genji's good defense, taking the cuts for everyone.
Yeah,
just something, just anything that makes it relevant. That makes.
But this is like so dumb. It's so impressively dumb.
It really is. But anyway, so back to Pele's bullshit about how they're now. It's like, well, to begin with, our numbers, a surprise attack with all the aces with licked as our trump card was our only option. Them having Tokikaze on their side not only shuts down that plan, but it gives them their own trump card that's equal to ours.
Didn't they already have Schmerman? Wasn't he already a trump card?
Yes, so now they have 2 trump cards.
Okay. Yes. Pele's narration makes it sound like they've now acquired a trump card, whereas they didn't have one before.
On top of that, our enemy isn't just the military. We should consider all of Alcia's populace as being against us. Oh, look, now Lin is eating the fucking crustless sandwiches. Hina's infected.
Hina probably made it for all of them. From all those bears she killed. She foraged some bread from a bread tree and some lettuce from a lettuce tree. And then she like freaking killed the pig meat, and that's how she made the crustless sandwiches.
Excellent, yeah. And as she gave them to Lin, because everyone in this manga is a fucking asshole and it's been forever since the last time, I'm sure she's like, here, this will help you lose weight, fatty. Because that's everyone's interactions with her.
We even make a joke about that in a second.
That's right. They do say it again this chapter. I was just about to say, like, I'm kind of
you're surprised they didn't make the joke, but now they make it. Of course they make the joke. Minazuki leaves no stone of badness unturned.
It's so sad because we haven't done it for so long too. We haven't done it since like, her big old fight.
And we've just had to make do with all the characters being raped constantly and fucking stripped. Yeah. But like now, finally, we return to this bastion of comedy.
Excellent. Yes. But anyway, our goal is to sink Alcia. Remember, from their perspective, we're like.
From my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
Yes. You knew exactly what you wanted. That's why I love you.
I love you too.
From their perspective, we're basically out to destroy their current way of life.
Here's a question. Let's take a moment to consider their plan, shall we? So they want to sink Alcia, and then what?
And then destroy the L thing.
Right. And then what?
I don't know. Profit.
Question mark, profit. But no, seriously though. Now that everyone in the Abyss, because the Abyss consisted of like 100 kids and nobody else. Now that everyone in the Abyss is in Alcia, wouldn't it make more sense to just like topple the current government in Schmerman and then rule Alcia? Why do we have to sink? Why can't we surely life has a better chance of starting on this paradise rather than on fucking a frozen earth. So why are we still going to sink Alcia?
Because they're going to find a way to restore the world.
How are they going? Why not do that from Alcia, and then when they've got the world down below better, then go down there?
Because that's too intelligent for these characters.
Apparently, so their plan is literally just to like sink Alcyon, like just have everyone go back down to the ground on Earth, the frozen Earth, and then destroy the All Thing, the thing that could help them fix everything. And then, like, okay, everyone from Alcyon, we're going to make a new government here on this frozen Earth. Oh, and by the way, your entire lives have been a lie, and this is the real world, and we're gonna have to start growing food. Let me check my watch. Literally not right now, otherwise we'll all starve. Okay, cool, break. That's their fucking plan. Why don't they just stay in Alcyon and grow corn?
Because
just open a single orphanage for the 100 fucking kids and everyone's fine.
Yeah, even Tokikaze didn't want to sink Alcyon. He was like, no, we should just live on it because it's better.
Yeah. So I have no idea what the fuck they're planning. I have no idea, like, with a slight readjustment of their plan to instead just topple the current like dictatorial government, we instead have the citizens being on our side potentially.
Well, here's what I'm sure. Here's what they're gonna do. Because
also, I have no idea why Pele's even concerned because the citizens can put up even less of a fight than the shitty grunts in the military.
Yep. So here's what I think is gonna happen. So like they already established that if you take the crazy Baron drug, like you don't have to eat anymore, right? Because you can just get energy from the owl thing. So they'll probably,
which they're going to destroy.
Oh yeah, good point. Never mind. There goes that fucking idea. That's great. Okay. I was gonna be like, they're just gonna like give everyone the Baron drug and then like work on restoring the world because they can live however long it takes, and then like, and then once the world is restored, they can grow food because they already said that the special service is looking for a way to get around that. But no, if they destroy the owl thing, presumably all the aces will die too, right? Because that's what's kept them alive so long.
I presume the aces will just have to go back to eating food, but I don't know.
I doubt like their age will just catch up to them. I'm sure they'll just like lose their powers and then like go back to eating food or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure magic bullshit will disappear and they'll just be humans again.
Yeah, whatever. Oh fuck, I hate this.
This is so dumb. Yeah, I know, right?
This is stupid. Even when trying to think of solutions, they're contradicting their own options. Anyway, fuck, whatever. Even supposing we could subdue the military, the Alcyon people will still oppose it. Who cares? They're not going to do shit.
Yeah.
Literally, all Dawn has to do is like break a building with his gravity powers and be like, "You want to have a go?" And he's gonna be like, "No."
Yeah.
And then you're done.
Yeah. But you gotta understand, the people will oppose us, Isaiah. It's a huge problem.
Like Pele's even like,
we need to go out of our way to prevent this stupid thing from happening.
Pele's like, what, you want us to kill them? Your entire foundation of the non-killing army is that you're strong enough to the point that you can beat an opponent without needing to kill them. These are regular ass civilians. Just like blow on them. Have Lick blow on them or flick them and be like, okay, you're done.
That reminds me, remember in like chapter 7 when Lick shot laser beams out of his mouth? Where the fuck is that been?
He hasn't been psycho since, so he can't breathe that hard right now.
Was that ever established as him breathing, or did he just gain laser powers?
It is breathing. Here's the thing. I can't say it is.
you can't assume a smart thing.
I assume it is because, like, every time before he uses it, like, you get that cold trail of air coming from his mouth. And it always looks like an air blast and not like a straight, like, laser beam, like when he, like, dashes or whatever,
Right.
So I assume just because, like, his ability just makes him really physically strong anyway, he just, like, breathes really hard like Superman or whatever, and then it, like, blows you back into things. Yeah, so that's just my assumption, though. I can't say I know 100% because I don't, because Minazuki doesn't explain anything.
No, he does not.
Whatever. So fucking Jail's like, okay then, wise guy Pele, what do you suggest, huh, buddy? Well, what's your strategy, smart guy? This thing is your Sorano Tashimono forte, isn't it?
But
For
the record, that was my joke in the Facebook chat. Isaiah stole it.
It was your joke. But your joke was like, hey, Sukata says forte. I added the title, therefore making it less funny.
You did it.
That's my forte.
Nice, yeah.
Anyway, so Pele's like, so I knew it. You knew my identity right from the start. And
I love this.
like,
As I thought, you can read minds, you dense motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. All I'd have to do is be like, is Jail suspicious of me? Let me read. Like, whenever you talk to him,
let me just do my Professor X thing really quick. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me think really
But no,
hard.
he's like, as I thought. Fuck you.
Yeah. But Jail, I guess, too proud or he's just whatever. He's just like, oh, I just felt like sending you off to the sticks. And fucking Pele's very accurate response is simply whatever.
It's not worth caring about.
Yeah. My strategy is this. Please, it feels weird to say to him, please find some way to take back the Royal Guard, Lieutenant. Like, I know it's supposed to be like him, like, being honest with his feelings now and like showing respect to Jail as like a legitimate superior to him. But still seeing him say please just feels weird.
It's dumb, yes.
Yeah. And everyone's like, what? Whoa, Pele said please. Pele's being not what? Whoa, like I don't get this reaction page.
It is odd,
like,
yeah.
Is this necessary for everyone?
No, I think rather than like him saying please, I think they're just like shocked by how stupid what he's suggesting is.
Maybe.
Like, hey, Jail, can you just like win the war for us, please? That's my plan. Like, if that was my reaction would be like, what the fuck? Like, I'd have the same reaction.
Yeah. Like he just says, find a way. Like, okay, Jail, here's my reconnaissance plan. Just like make it happen, please. Please, Jail.
Yeah.
200,000 royal guards with families among the Alcyon people. In other words, if you were to take command of the the people's enmity can be fucking enmity. Why'd you pick that word?
I don't know. They used another weird word that I hadn't heard before later.
And will gain an advantage in numbers, which is all that matters in this one. They rule.
They rule, yeah.
Oh fuck, I accidentally pushed a thing that skipped me to the end of the chapter somehow. I don't know how it did that. Let me scroll back. It's okay, I found it already. The only problem would be you'd have to infiltrate the capital, guarded by 5,000
the only men. Problem in this otherwise flawless plan.
Yes. But please
please read this like in full without me interrupting because it's so funny.
Okay, yeah. You'd have to infiltrate the capital, guarded by 5,000 men, and defeat General Robert Windman with his count of 100,000, despite you only having a count of 1. It's
like Mizuki's spelling out how dumb this fucking manga is.
Yeah, right. But please find a way. Figure it out.
And Jail's like, sure, not a problem.
No, yeah, like literally, like dope. I have it done by sunset, dude. I got the Gafangus, and like I was already planning on doing that. And Licht, being smart, is like, oh, cool, Jail. I'll come with you. I'll beat Lightning Bitch for you because my count is 3 times as big as his without fucking multiplying. Pele goes, you, and he fucking he does his super speed again, even though that's not his power.
Yeah.
He teleports behind Licht and punches.
Well, want to point out, right? So both Pele and Licht got stabbed in the heart, but despite super speed being Licht's thing, somehow Pele is still faster than him.
Yeah, wait, that's a good point. They were both stabbed in the same spot.
Yes.
But Pele's better than him.
So they should be equally hurt, and Pele should be less than him now because he's not super fast.
Yeah. But his point is that, like, oh, you're gonna stay put. You're injured, aren't you? If even I can catch you off guard, you wouldn't stand a dream of a chance.
Which I shouldn't be able to do.
Schmerman. Which here's the thing, though. Like, sure.
Also, you wouldn't stand a dream of a chance is not a phrase people say. Fucking fallen angels.
But okay.
Ghost of a chance. You wouldn't stand a ghost. A chance. We're back to being Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Right? He says you wouldn't stand a ghost of a chance against Tokikazu or Shmurman. He's not going to fight either of them. He's going to fight Mini Shmurman,
who he absolutely can kill.
If with a hole in his guts, he defeated like a dozen people with counts of 500,000, and sure, Doan helped, but he would have the Gafangus in jail backing him up.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he could fucking wash Robert like it was fucking nothing without even needing to multiply his count.
Oh, he absolutely could. It wouldn't even be an issue.
No, yeah, like Minazuki's trying to like pull the wool over his eyes and be like, no, see, like I'm consistent. My characters are injured and he has to take his time to heal. The magic bandages haven't kicked in yet.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
the magic bandages haven't kicked in yet.
If he literally just took down a squadron of 500,000 people, he can beat a dude with a fucking 1/10 of a million.
Yes.
But anyway, here's
and
another
again, wouldn't
plan.
It be cool if Robert had the royal sword that was like 1 million, so he was actually a threat?
Yeah, but as we find out later, you can't just do that. Apparently
not. Also, by the way, before we move on the ghost of a chance joke, my favorite alteration of that was in when I referenced that in Suede's Pokemon Journey. Before the Ghastly episode, he says he always does like a preview of the next episode thing, like a call back to it or whatever, like a call forward, I guess. I don't know. He says I think there might be a chance of a ghost. Wait. That's my favorite alteration of that stupid joke. I was like, that's so clever. I love it.
Yeah, that reminds me of a sort of similar thing, because earlier, I said like shoes on the other foot now. My favorite variation, kind of a similar sort of setup thing. Have you ever seen like a purpleized WTF channel?
What was that? You're cutting out.
Have you ever seen purpleized WTF?
Purpleized WTF? No, I have not.
Oh, he's another big abridger. I'm pretty sure he's like friends with Little Karibo and some other guys. I know he's friends with the Pokemon abridged guys at least he's worked with a couple of them. And he has a couple of things like DS abridged and One Piece abridged, or One Piece, whatever he calls it. And one of my favorite jokes that he does, is I'm laughing just thinking about it. I'm not gonna make it sound nearly as fucking funny.
Right.
But it was either Luffy or Zoro or something, but they just beat the shit out of someone in like one hit, and they just go, looks like the foot's on the other shoe now. Fuck! Because he fucks up the line.
That is funny.
Yeah. Anyway. So this is stupid and bullshit, and should 100% be going, especially because, as we see, they say later that getting to the capital on the horse takes 3 days, whereas I'm sure it would take Lick a total of 3 minutes.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, so in the meantime, I want Doan to take command here and train up these special service kids alongside Sonohara.
Train them to do what? They're part of the most elite military unit in the fucking country.
No, he's going to train them to remember to use their ballots. I guarantee you, like the next fight, if hers gets allowed to be in a fight and not just get raped again, she's gonna like pull out her knives or something and be like, "This is what I can do," and like activate a ballot ability. And Doan will be like, "See, just like I taught her," or some shit. Speaking of, what
the hell will training matter versus fucking Shmurman?
It's to fight the other guard soldiers or whatever.
Like the grunts, yeah, sure.
They'll take the grunts. I do like.
Also, hair's going. Like, you mean me? Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
I want to remind you right now that Hina has all those pills that can transform you into a Baron.
Yep.
Do you remember that she has that?
Yeah, they're in her boobs.
Yep, it's in her boobs. So if they wanted to right now, they could use it all on special service guys, bring them up to 500,000 counts.
But then they turn evil and rapey.
Oh, well. Fucking aim them in the direction of Shmurman and stop caring.
Fair, I guess. But blah blah blah.
I can't believe that no one mentions the fucking Baron pills. Like, I feel like someone should have like.
We're waiting. We're
waiting for when they're about to use it. That'll be the first time they reintroduce it.
Yeah, it's gonna happen when like everyone's losing, and then Hina will eat one or something.
Yeah,
and then she's gonna get like probably more than 500,000. I bet she'll.
Wouldn't it be funny if it took like 4 hours before it was digested properly and took effect? It's like she'd like, oh no, I better use it right now, and then she died a second later, waiting for it to activate.
But anyway, we get more dumb non-comedy because Dawn's like, it's fine if some of them die, right? Get it? Because I'm still not 100%.
How many of them are here? You see a bunch of fucking silhouettes in the background, but I thought it was like 3 guys, Hertz and like 2 others.
There's like, God, you're right. There is a bunch of silhouettes. I know that there was at least like 4 like generic clone dudes plus hairs.
However many other clones are here, that just means that the food problem and the fact they only got 2 tents become even bigger problems than they were.
Yes. But yeah, whatever. No one cares. No one cares about any of this dumb shit. Dumb jokes.
Lynn's fat. Don't forget about that.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Lynn, you're fat. Don't eat anymore. Hina, make sure Lick doesn't do anything else stupid.
I prefer your thing of like plot holes or plot armor's my thing too. Like, I think it's a way better thing to pair along with her stupid face.
Yeah, right?
That's way funnier.
Yeah. We're close to the wall of paradise. See? Just like
apparently,
I told you. I was right.
Well, they are
They're
now. Who knows where the fuck they were?
They're in the same misty woods next to the sand.
Also, that means Tokikaze was close to the wall of paradise.
Yes.
And that means they would have heard the explosion.
I'd like to imagine like Schmerman like going out for a stroll, just like drinking a cup of tea, like, I can't wait to enjoy like my beautiful backyard, and he just sees a bunch of fucking sand.
I get a great image from a fucking Plunderer comedy chapter. Just like he walks out, closes his eyes, like a cup of tea, sits down in his armchair, stares open, and then just in front of him is like a giant thing of sand. Like he even making a stupid bullshit double page spread to make it funnier.
This would be like a Sorno Tashimono gag, like if like something that a transport card caused though, like or like Mikako like put him on an abandoned island or something. Actually no, that's just what happened with Tomoki and the Harpy. That's why we feel like it's a gag, because they literally like wake up and get a double page spread of them in the fucking desert. Wow, how could one man do these 2 things? I'm so confused.
Oh, it's so funny.
Oh. Anyway, so like we're close to paradise. Tokikaze will notice us if we do anything too obvious. Hence the canopy. We're invisible now, so we'll be laying low. In other words, we won't be sending you any help, Jill. Go fuck yourself.
So the fact that they send help means Tokikaze would notice them, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So they send Nana, which means Tokikaze would see them and come and attack them.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
So they're all fucked, right?
Do you think Minazuki will actually do that? Like when we get to the Tokikaze
fight?
Like
no. What'll happen is they'll be going along doing whatever the fuck they're doing, and then Tokikaze will just randomly appear, and they'll turn around and go, Tokikaze! Because characters don't just walk places, they just appear places.
I thought only the heroes could do that.
No, anyone
can. I thought you could only do that if you're like Jail, because conviction lets you teleport.
No, Tokikaze's got conviction now too. He wants to kill Rihito.
Cool. Oh yeah, he has conviction to kill Rihito. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So we need you to take down Robert and persuade the Royal Guard back to our side.
With your fists.
Yeah. I'd like to imagine Jail be like, not a problem. And he like goes up to the first guard, like, you want to join us? What? Why the fuck would I? And just like punches him. All right, I got one.
Yeah. Okay, so please try and explain this bit to me, because it's so confusing.
Well, what? Like he looks at Nana?
The next series of panels at the end of the page.
Yeah. So Jail thinks about it. He turns, he looks at Nana, who's very worried. He responds, no problem. And then he goes, Rihito. And Rihito thinks for a second. He's like, oh, right. And he gives Nana the little earpiece and he points at it. and then Jail walks away and ends the transmission. So basically...
So what the fuck happened there? So Jail, who does not know that they have a stupid head communicator clip device thing, was like, "Hey, Rahito, you have the stupid head communicator clip device thing, right?"
Well, I mean, it's not that much to infer that, like...
And then with no dialogue, like, him, like, nodding at Rahito means give the stupid earpiece to Nana so I can talk to her later because we're in love.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's that much of a stretch.
All of that is communicated with no dialogue.
No, yeah, that is like awkward and weird. But I was gonna say I don't think it's that much of a stretch to like imagine that when he like, picked it up earlier.
Jail shouldn't know that he has the earpiece, and Lick shouldn't know that he's in love with Nana, and that his glance means give the earpiece to Nana.
Why should he not know that he has the earpiece when Aaron was using it to like contact them, and Lick picked it up as she was fucking screaming through it? Like, I'm sure when he picked it up, he was like, "Hey, it's Licked. I found it." Like, obviously, Minazuki should have shown it instead of just
okay, I guess, yeah, it's fair. But still, like Rahito should not know that like a glance and a nod means fucking give the thing to Nana because we're going to sext later.
I agree, but do you think Jail would like go up to Aaron and be like, "Hey, do you think you could like..."
No, I'm going to shut this conversation down right now, Jail. We're not doing this.
Yeah.
It's like, come on though. Man.
It's for my conviction. Do you want my count to go up or not, Aaron?
Yeah, it's not the only thing going up.
Yeah. Alexandrov would have done it for me. Come on.
I love how no one tells Nana anything. They just hand the thing to her, and then they all walk away, and she's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, and then everyone just leaves her. So she drinks alone by herself because that's her role now.
And again, they have like the one tent for like 20 or 30 people. How many people are fucking there now?
Yep. I like to imagine like all the special service people are just like in a dog pile.
Stacked like fucking Jenga blocks.
They had Harris like play Tetris with them.
Yeah.
Anyway. So she stops drinking for once. She pours it out because it's supposed to be like a moment of clarity for her, where she realizes, oh, fucking no, I'm not even gonna try and insert something into this. She just pours out her drink. I don't care. And then Jail talks to her through the thing.
How the fuck did she hear that? Have you ever had like an earphone in your pocket? Like you can't hear that shit.
She has it cranked to like 50 billion.
How would that not wake everyone up?
So fucking behind them in the tent, Pele's like, "Shut the fuck up!"
And then fucking Tokikaze hears them, and then he comes down and attacks them in the middle of the night.
Yep. And then again, we have that Bai Shonen thing going on, where because it's Jail and Nana alone, he has not only taken off his like uniform, but he's also unbuttoned his shirt so you can see his pectorals.
Okay, first of all, there's a lot wrong with this. First of all, how the fuck did his walkie-talkie get the thing's frequency?
It was tuned to that because...
Okay, is there a cell tower carrying their communications properly right now?
It has an antenna on it. That's all you need.
Nope, you need cell towers for that shit.
It's in the plains.
Not how that works. Sorry about that. Second of all, where the fuck is Jail right now?
He's in that town where they save the kids.
Where he's a wanted fugitive, and he's spending the night at a hotel.
Yes.
And he just got a room somewhere.
Yeah, he's just sitting there.
Yeah, okay, sure. Also, there's glass that's bothering me more and more.
What, the glass?
Glass in the window.
Oh, the window. Yeah, that's right. You brought that up.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have stupid non-conversation. Like, oh, can't sleep? Yep. Oh, me neither. Cool. And then he hangs up because it's going nowhere and it's really awkward. He's like, oh, blah blah, drinking's not healthy. And in a moment of clarity, I believe Minazuki wrote this himself, not even intended for the character. Besides, what do I have left if you take my drinks from me? And Joe responds, nothing much, because that's the character.
That's all her character is at this point. It's just like she's got the alcohol and no other gimmicks. Yes,
she's got alcohol and she has boobs and she loves Jail.
Yeah,
and that's her thing.
That's literally her entire Wikipedia page in 3 sentences.
Yep. And she goes, "Hey, Jail, is it true that you only have a count of 1?" And he goes, "No. Technically, I have a count of 2 because I have 2 gloves, but everyone seems to be ignoring that fact and saying it's only
And technically,
1.
I followed my conviction like 20 times already, so it should be up by now.
And on top of that, I should have a count on top of my ballot, which means it should be like a little higher, because obviously
I should have like one on my body and one on my ballot, so it should be like 100 or something, or
so
1,000.
If you assume like the 900 on his uniform is real, like that's his real count or whatever, and he just like matched the ballot with it. So he's at least at 902, which is a lot better than fucking 1.
Yeah.
But everyone's just gonna say he has 1 because it's dramatic.
Yeah.
And she's like,
but it'll work.
It'll work out fine, right? Because it's Plunderer. Really? I asked Minazuki earlier, and he said that the Gafangus are really powerful. I mean, even he, the Pierce Baron, considers them a threat.
Does it bother you that she calls him the Pierce Baron like that? Because she found out that was his name yesterday. And she's acting like it's some kind of like highly qualified accolade.
Yeah, like you could just say Pele. Like,
yeah, does that bother you like it bothers me?
Little bit. Yeah.
I mean, even the guy I found out was a badass yesterday considers them a threat.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, I get it because like as an ace herself, like I'm sure she's like, even though she didn't know his identity, she knew that like the 7th ace was like a big deal. But like, yeah, it is just kind of awkward. Yeah. Like she even could say,
even if she had just said like even Pele, a Baron considers them, I would feel better about it. The fact that she calls him the Pierce Baron, like it's a title she's known all her life.
No, I was gonna say even if she was like even like someone with as much combat experience as Pele considers them a threat, like something like that.
Yeah. Like a lot of other things would work, but calling him the Pierce Baron feels off.
Yeah, it doesn't sit right with me quite either.
Yeah.
But anyway, Greenhorn Supreme Commander's no match for them, even with a count of 100,000, right? That's correct. Until he brings out his 2 other ballots, because if he's anything like me, that's what he's gonna do.
Learn from the best.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, wow. Like, oh, wait. I'm going to read this right now. 5,000 soldiers and a single general with a count of 100,000 cannot match the Gafangus. So remember earlier when they were talking about how numbers was such a big deal?
Yeah.
So 5,000 men plus a dude with 100,000, the Gafangus alone would body, according to Jail.
Yes.
And keep in mind, he only has 3 of them there.
So that means that Licht and company only have to kill 15,000 soldiers.
Yes. So literally, it's nothing. Why don't we just get like all of the Gafangus to jump Tokikaze? I'm sure together they could at least like provide backup for Licht,
Yeah.
Anyway,
lying has no place in my conviction, except for the fact that he's lying right now, so his count should go down to 1 or 0.
Yeah. Could you imagine like he's like 5,000 soldiers and a single general cannot match the Gafangus. Oh fuck. Oh no, I love you.
Well, no, because it wouldn't work because the fucking thing was removed.
Oh right, never mind.
But it would be a cool image to see his thing go to 0 because he's lying right now.
That would
actually be a thing Minazuki would do if he was thinking about it. Because like having his count go to 0 because he's lying to protect her is like a dramatic bullshit thing.
Yeah, and that actually, like, as stupid as this whole plot line is, that would have been like a cool dramatic sort of thing, like to show. It's the kind of bullshit
dramatic thing Minazuki usually loves to do, but he put no thought into it, so it didn't occur to him.
Could you imagine him walking in with a count of fucking 0, like to take on all those dudes like that? Like it'd make for a neat image, even if it'd be fucking stupid.
Yeah, because 1 is silly, but 0 sort of so silly that it's badass again.
No, yeah, exactly, because it's like, oh, fuck, he doesn't even have a count anymore.
Yeah,
he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
but anyway, lying has no place in my conviction. Wow, that's great to hear. I mean, you made me worry over nothing. By the way, I got great news. Apparently, Pele and Lin are fucking now.
I hear it all the time in the 1/10. It's really awkward.
And he just sighs because he's fucking.
Also, I love how Lynn is like fucking spilling hot goss over the military radio they've got.
Yeah, right.
Also, the thoughts just occurred to me that Schwimmer should totally be listening to all this crap.
Yeah, right. He's got. Well, actually, no, because we've established he doesn't know how to work a walkie-talkie.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah. And he goes, Nana, I'm not bringing the Gafangus to the capital with me. I'm going alone. I don't even have it in me to say I like the drawings anymore. I was gonna say like that's a neat expression, but I don't care.
Nana's expression, like the embarrassed one, or
like her like nervous one down below. Like I kind of, it's whatever. I don't.
I was going to say it looks like something out of like a hentai. Like
with the blush, yeah.
Can you imagine if like in my head, this is like when like girls have like a rotor inside them and like they activate in like a public place.
If
so
you
she's
like
trying
cover the
to
blush,
like not be embarrassed and.
If you cover the blush with their thumbs, she looks like really fucking stressed out.
That's better. But like with the blush, it looks like she's got like a rotor inside her.
No, and it doesn't help that she's shaking too.
Yeah,
so, yeah, I can see what you mean when you say that. But like, I think it's like a well done, like stressful fucking expression. Like you can see she's like. Fucking... Well,
I wouldn't say well done because there's the fact that it gives off a totally different impression means it's by definition not well done.
General Windman, at the very moment the abandonment of
Vinny Schmerman.
He ordered the entire royal guard to eradicate the children of the abyss. The Gafangus has its hands full. Wait a second. The Gafangus, he just said that like 5,000 soldiers is fucking nothing. So why do they have their hands full of guarding the children? Like you think set one Gafangus dude, like Laser Man, the dude who can literally just draw lasers that like murder ships. Have him guard the kids, so like anytime someone steps close to a kid,
I'm gonna copy paste a note to you. So that's literally in my notes.
Yeah, literally just one guard. Yeah.
So in my notes is quote, how gather all the kids up in one place and leave literally one guard. It's verbatim in my notes.
Literally just laser guy because he has range too. So be like, hey, anyone who steps near the kids gets fucking lasered, and then that's it. And then have the rest of the Gafangus go in.
Yep. But no, but it's super important that they need to all be there to protect the kids.
I gotta go on my own. And she's like, don't you get it? You can't fight that strong a general and 5,000 soldiers with a count of one. You're just gonna get
every time they point out he has a count of one, it gets funnier.
Yeah, right? Please, I'm begging you. Nana, do you have a dream? Dream? My dream is to surpass my father, the supreme commander. You think that
I mean he's dead now, so you've done that by still living.
You think that in a moment like this, something that would be poignant to my character would be asking what your conviction is, and instead
not your dream.
Yeah. But now I've changed, and
Hey Nana, what is your conviction? My conviction is like that would work way better than a dream.
Yeah,
right. Rather than the Martin Luther King bullshit.
And it would fit his character so much more. Like,
I agree.
Conviction is his fucking thing. When instead he's like, "What's your dream?"
Yeah, dream is too like fluffy a word for
that's
jail.
That's Palmo's thing.
Yeah, I agree.
So I have no choice but to go. I will take back the royal guard, clear my father's name by beating the shit out of everyone that thinks he's a murderer. that'll
That's how courts work, right?
Yeah, for my dream. And also for my... there it is. Okay. It's like, by the way, I didn't forget my conviction. See, this would have flowed much better if it was just like, it's for my conviction. But he needed to have the...
And now, after this bullshit, he could have his, like, the count go from 0 to 1 again.
Oh my god! Oh fuck! I would that'd be hilarious. again, in a comedy manga, like if you could like every time like Jail backs out on his diet or something, like it would go like, 1, and he'd be like fuck, and then he like runs on the treadmill for a bit, and then goes back up. Something like that would be hilarious.
Yeah. Also, his other glove doesn't have a count on it.
That's because it's the white glove. He's not wearing the other one right now.
Why isn't he wearing Why is he wearing not the glove that gives him superpowers ever? I would wear that shit in the shower with me.
Yeah, like before it made sense because he was trying to hide it, but at this point, especially now that they're both fucking one, he has nothing to hide.
Yeah.
But anyway, in this hilarious page, he's just like, "Are you fucking crying?" She's like, "No, I'm not crying. I'm mad." But yeah, you're not just anybody, right? I mean, you got that crazy conviction protecting you somehow.
so I made the joke on Twitter this week. I screen capped this and replaced it with, "You've got that crazy plot armor protecting you somehow, so you won't die, right?"
Like characters are now becoming like self-aware of it.
Of the plot armor, yes.
Jail has conviction, so anytime one of those, if a special service dude shows up and decides to shoot him instead of using his ballot, the bullet will mix because it has no conviction.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it. So just go and make sure you win this for us. I've got nothing to worry about. I'm not crying, all right? Gambate. Jeru.
Women.
Ugh. Women.
That was the best joke on all of last stream.
Yeah, when I fucking watched that was great. I will come back. You think?
Do you hear this, Master of Synapse? I shall return.
I shall return. God, I will. No, you know. Oh my God!
Bye to Nana. Yeah.
Could you imagine? Nana, bye.
Bye.
That's crying more, and she remembers the one positive memory she has with him that only exists because she sent him back in time. Meaning she has no positive present memories with him. Yeah, I can't believe he was so nice to me when I gave him a situation to go back and be nice to me because he had to.
Yeah.
And then a horse.
I like that it says "nay" too.
Yeah, I am here. God, it looks fucking horrifying.
It does. Again, it's gonna pull out its monster dong any second now.
Yeah. And then Harris-san told us that this horse can make it to the capital in 3 days.
How the fuck does Hertz know that? She just grabbed this horse randomly while they were desperately fleeing from the illusionary city Geist. Does she just know the top speed of every single one of the horses stationed on a base?
She tested it out. So basically, like, while all this shit was going down, that's where she got the new clothes. She rode to the capital on the horse. And
Tokikaze would have seen her.
No. The horse's ballot power cloak.
Didn't we have a joke earlier, like one of the other live streams about like the two-headed horse's ballot power being something? What was it?
It's like split into two different horses.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Anyway, Nana, no matter how bad things get, you'll laugh for us or get mad at us. And always make us, wow, this is literally all they have to say. Like, you have emotions like a person. What an amazing character.
They're having to describe her so vaguely because she has displayed no personality in the entire fucking manga for us to actually reference in any concrete way.
If they were being accurate, they'd be like, Nana,
you get drunk all the time and you're boring otherwise.
You fucking can't decide on a man. You hunted one man for 300 years, and the second he kind of ignored you, you went to another one. You patted your head once when you were 5. Nana, you have done nothing. Despite having a superpower that lets you see the future and go back in time, you have not helped us once. We're getting rid of you. We don't want you in the team anymore. Go be with
Thank God.
Yeah. Stop holding yourself back, by which we mean fuck off.
Yeah.
So fucking, she even hits the horse to make sure she leaves.
Yeah.
And they're like, Jill's waiting for you for sure. Even though he's definitely not.
Yeah. What if she showed up and Jill's like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I told you I was doing this alone. Yeah, anyway, like now they're actively putting her in harm's way.
Yeah, what are you going to do? What is jail going to do if you get your ass captured? Like, literally, what happens?
Yes. So she rides off, and again she flashes back to her one positive memory with Jail, where all he said was, "Hey, do you want to come with me? Because it's pretty sad seeing you sit in this room." And now she loves him for it. And she's like, "Oh, I'll go with you, Jill, so don't you dare die."
I guess there's a lot about fucking their stupid romance that doesn't work. Could I just point out the fact that Nan is 300 years old?
Yep.
She's like a grandma, but fucking Minazuki doesn't care, and so they're just in love.
Yeah.
It's so creepy.
Yeah, it is weird.
And yeah, the fact that they have like no basis for their to justify their stupid romance, Minazuki's having to flashback like 30 chapters ago to the one single establishing scene he gave this having any kind of sense of Jail being a decent person and wanting to rescue a 5-year-old from jail. From jail.
Literally just being decent. He was being exceptionally nice. When she said, "No, I can't come with you," his response was literally, "Fine then, wait 300 years, bitch."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now they're in love.
Well, yeah. Even dumber.
I want to kill myself. Yeah, like, now Jail doesn't seem like Jail seems fucking like he wouldn't give a shit about humans in general.
Fuck.
Yeah. Remember that scene in the time travel arc where he walks in the women's bathroom and doesn't give a shit?
Yeah.
Like he seems just asexual.
Exactly. That's what I always took him as. So like forcing a romance with him just doesn't feel right. Like
it does not.
To me, like can get that impression from
you're cutting out. I think it's more because of my internet than anything else. But
probably is. But I thought I'd give it a try for old time's sake.
Okay, it sounds better now. So
okay, cool. So yeah, like at least like you could say you could get the same impression of Sugita, but one, we actually see Sugita as a sex drive in multiple scenarios. He's just weird about it. Yeah. Two, Mikako has been his best friend for all his life and has like looked after him while he's been fucking homeless. Yeah. So he has ample reason to like actually like her as she does him. Mm-hmm. This would be like if fucking like Mikako
Jail and Nymph fell in love.
Yeah, because
Jail and Nymph, Sugita and Nymph. They're so interchangeable. I can't help it.
if Sugita fell in love with Nymph, or other way around, if Nymph fell in love with Sugita because the one time she like sent him to the dive game, he was like, "Good job, Nymph, thank you," and then she was like, "Oh, who needs Tomaki? Sugita, you're the one for me."
There is actually, honest to God, probably more of a setup for a Nymph and Sugita romance in SNO than there is for a Jail Nana romance in Plunderer.
Well, they have more fucking screen time together.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking of the scenes where like Jail from God, I keep doing it. Where Sugita and Nymph are playing around the fucking dive game together. And I'm like, oh, that's sort of like a funny scene between those two. Like, there's honest to God more screen time and setup for a Sugita Nymph romance, a random thing we pulled out of our ass, and there is for the actual Jail Nana romance and Plunderer.
It also helps that fucking like they're both Sugita and Nymph are like fully well developed characters, you know, well realized characters. So at least like even though I can't see them liking each other, if you like gave them enough time together and like made it happen,
I could see it happening potentially.
Yeah. Exactly. Whereas with Sugita and Jail and
I know, right?
Whereas with Jail and Nana, like Jail is a decently characterized person. The only thing that sucks about Jail is that he fucking does anything. Like if it weren't for the fact that Jail like can literally do no wrong in this manga and just ass pulls his way out of everything, I would say he's probably like the most well-rounded and like developed like person in the main cast. But like in the first half of the series, I think he's great. But now because like
then he starts teleporting and gains god powers because of conviction.
Then conviction goes from like his mantra to literal plot armor. So now it's just obnoxious to have him around.
Yes.
But then there's Nana, who's just a blank slate of like the Genki drunk.
She's the amazing human MacGuffin, like I said in my video. You could replace her with a copy of Bill Wirtz's History of the Entire Plunderer World, I guess, in the Time Machine from Steins Gate.
Yeah, that was a great line.
I liked it. I liked it more because of my fucking edit. I like changed the title of Bill Wurtz's video and the image. Like,
but yeah, it's just it's
terrible.
Stupid. There's no basis for the like. I'd say like basically the only decent couple in this manga is Pele and Lin.
Yeah.
Because they actually built up to that, and they've had
even then, like that one helps because you can assume off-screen time together because they were stationed there together for years. But like a lot of that still isn't shown. But yes, I would agree it's better. But like even then,
oh, that's why I didn't say it was great. I said it was decent because like
fair.
At least they're decent characters for the most part. Like I like Pele and Lin. I think they have decent chemistry together when he's not like shoving vegetables in her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
They're likable.
You're ugly, but you make me horny.
Yeah, you can see like why they would like each other, and their relationship came after like a really strong moment for Pele, so it felt like a natural development,
like earned, yeah.
Whereas Doan and Sonohara is just happens because like I mean it's not as bad as like fucking Jail and Nana, not to set the fucking low bar. But, like,
it's already underground.
Yeah, like they're compatible. Like Sonohara has no like him. At least you don't.
Well, we get like flashbacks to Sonohara and Doan to like since they've like been together since they were kids, and like all these 300 years they've been together. So like there's again like you can assume off-screen shit happened.
Yeah, there's things you can infer, and again, Minazuki did do like a decent job of always like showing Doan like watching over her in random shots, which I did because it was a subtle way for.
But this literally comes from nowhere.
This literally comes from nowhere. There's no reason for either of them to like each other. It's just stupid and pointless, and it's only exists so that everyone can have a ship.
Yep. What a terrible manga.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's it for that chapter.
We have one more to go. I can't believe we've had only 2 chapters to work with, and we've still somehow managed to go for over 2 hours.
We've done 1 chapter so far, and that took 2 hours somehow. I mean, great. I love it.
We did do like 45 minutes of like
just that was impressive.
Shooting the shit, but still, that chapter was exceptionally stupid.
It was, yeah. I've got less stuff for this chapter, so like I've got like half the notes. Probably only be like an hour, but like.
Oh yeah, did you have any more notes?
No, that was it. I got through all of them. I brought them up as we went along.
Cool. Also, hi Kyler.
Hi, Kyler. How you doing? Anyway, so we flash back again to this one single setup moment for this bullshit where Jail's like, hey, come out of jail with me. Fucking children should not be alone in jail. I'll go with you, jail.
Line.
Yeah.
That's literally the line of their relationship. Children should not be alone. Oh my God. What a hunk. He loves me.
Right. I'll go with you, Jail. I'm going with you, so don't you dare. This time, she will take his hand. Wow, I'm so uninvested. It's crazy. What's the John Tron line from Stairfax Temperatures? Like, wow, I've never cared so little about anything in my life.
I really... okay, so kind of an aside. You know how like fucking whenever Plunderer gets a reviews, it like says like
it's turbulent reviews.
Turbulent, yeah, or like turbulent developments. Even the anime does that. So like whenever like the Twitter account posts, it's like the new turbulent episode. I really wish that they included that somewhere in that caption. Right, I don't know how they do it, but like it's become such a meme that I'm like
it is so funny.
It.
Yeah. This glowing warmth, it's surely just because of the sun. I don't get
Chapter
it.
56.
Like,
weakness.
Is that what she's thinking? But it's actually because of their love? Or what?
Yeah, no. I assume like it's kind of an awkward sense. I don't know like if that's
it's very awkward.
Yeah, but yeah, it's supposed to be like Nana's PLV, I presume, of like, oh, like it feels so warm around him, but it's just because it's the sun when it's supposed to be like, oh, doki doki.
But by the way, do we know what Jail's book is? Do we know anything about that?
I don't see the cover on it, and those fucking pencil scratch scribbles are not something I can read.
That's fair. By the way, I think it's weird that I feel like Jail, the cool badass, to be holding it open with one hand. The fact that he's holding it with two hands right there looks weird. Like he's got like one big conjoined hand.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, it might be one hand, but it looks fucking weird if that's his hand is like the entire size of the book in that case.
Wait a second. Hold on.
I can't tell if it's one hand or two, but it looks weird. Either way, it looks weird.
No, it has to be one hand because you see at the end that that's a pinky, so that can't be his left hand holding it. It has to be
so his fucking hand is huge. I guess that's why I can wrap around people's heads so easily because his hands are huge. You know what they say about guys with big hands. You can trust them.
Big counts.
Yeah, that too. 50 Shades of Conviction. God, why is Daniel always so good at the fucking jokes?
Daniel's fucking on fire.
He is. He's always on fire. Capital of Ulcia. Oh, hey, they fixed it all. How nice for them.
Well, they've had it fixed for a fucking while, as we've seen.
Have we seen it fixed before? I don't even remember that.
We have, yeah, like right after Tokikaze started, and in the month that like in between Tokikaze invading, apparently they had time to fucking fix it while he was like, taking over all their cities, while they're losing resources, while they're losing manpower.
The buttresses have to be complete, Isaiah. Very important.
Robert needed his chair.
Yes. Fucking okay. So I want you to keep this in mind, right? So fucking Nana rides up to the gates of the city. And it's this one gigantic door, right? It's like Anne Orlando shit, right? Yeah. I want you to keep in mind we're at the giant door right now. And she goes, weird. We'll get to that in a second, but I want you to tuck it away in your brain pocket that we're at the giant door. Okay.
Yep.
Anyways, she goes, weird. There isn't a single guard here. They know Jail is coming and are daring him to come in. Do they know that Jail is coming?
I mean, I guess Robert would assume.
Why would they know that?
I don't think. Yeah, it's not like he announced it.
Yeah. And even if they know that Jail is coming, like, surely protocol would not be like, let's station 5,000 guys outside the capital and otherwise do nothing different. Like, can you imagine? Let's frame this in like modern world context, right? Like, let's imagine Osama bin Laden is like rocking up with a katana to the gates of the White House, and the plan is to have 5,000 like security guards out front as President Trump sits in his chair in the Oval Office, like, come and get me. Like, but the idea that like that the leader would still be there and not be immediately evacuated to somewhere else if they know an enemy is coming at them, and that they wouldn't bring like the entire army, they would only bring like just the 5,000 guys who were already there to try and stop him, is incredibly dumb.
Sai.
Yes.
He's not getting off that fucking chair. He works so hard, okay?
The chair can fly! Fly to the wall of paradise!
Don't spoil future chapters, man. That's the funniest fucking image in the manga.
So dumb. Anyways. So, again, they're in an open field, by the way. Like, you can look on the previous page, they're in an open field, like, trees dotting the landscape, but otherwise fine. Nana rides all the way up to the Capitol building, and then she turns around, and 5 feet from her, 2 kids and 2 guards pop into existence.
Weird, there isn't a single guard, except those 2 from the right.
Standing literally 5 feet to my left.
It's because her, like, render distance wasn't that far.
So they just popped in, literally.
You gotta remember, she's a prototype ace, so she has really shitty specs.
They
have to be really close for her to be able to render them.
Okay, so to go through this in order, why are these 2 guards here right now? Why are they in the middle of a field with their orders that are be inside, wait for an attack from Jail?
Because they need to bully the kids.
Right, okay. Why are the 2 kids randomly in the fucking field?
Because they're standing outside.
Fuck are they doing here?
They probably needed to scavenge for materials to make clothes for Tokikaze.
For the record, there is a line later in the chapter that the kids, like the Gafangus girl, is like, you guys weren't supposed to follow me. So if the kids followed her, then where the fuck is she?
Somewhere where she can jump down from dramatically.
Yeah. And where would that be? In this open field?
On top of the Anor Londo walls.
It's like an Attack on Titan, how I don't want to fight in the open fields. They need, like, the forest for their fucking maneuver gear to work. Like, and she's so out of her element fighting in an open field because she has nowhere she can jump down from dramatically. It's such an issue for her. Anyway, so these two kids were out in this fucking field, and the two guards who were previously stationed inside the castle waiting for Jail to rock up so they could just, like, stab him once and be dead. See these two kids standing out in the field, wandering around looking for, like, babysitter Gafangus girl, and they're like, hey, fuck those kids! And they run out, and they grab the two children by the hair. Like, because of you brats, our country is in shambles! I think it's more because of Tokikaze that happened.
Yeah, it's your fault!
Yeah, you 5-year-old kid. Fucking also, why the fuck did Tokikaze bring the kids with him? They have been nothing but a burden.
They needed to eat their fill. Bring the food back down, clearly.
Nope, apparently not. Or just drop it down a hole. Fucking... No, let me go! And then, I don't know why the two guards are out of breath. Like, it does not take a lot to wrestle some 5-year-olds.
He had to chase them down. The kids were too fast.
Apparently. They're as fast as Rihito. Fucking...
Goddamn, and they hit as hard as Jail Murdoch.
Hey, what are we gonna do with them? Huh? You even need to ask? Our orders are to kill! And Nana goes, hold it! She gets off... I don't know how the fuck they didn't see her 5 feet away from her.
They didn't hear the horse, like, clip-clopping along.
Yeah. Grown men chasing after a couple of starving kids. How shameless can you get? Shameless is not the right word here, Nana. I'm sorry. But that's not the right word. Like, how low can you get? Or how, like, low can you go? Or how disgusting can you get? Shameless is not the right word.
How low can you go?
How low can you go? Fucking, you cannot possibly limbo under this bar. The bar of Plunderer's writing, it's so far down. Fucking, if we don't kill them, hey, wait a sec. What was he going to say? If we don't kill them, what?
Our families will be killed. Robert is holding them all hostage. Spoiler, okay. Whatever.
Sure. Is Robert holding them all hostage?
Robert is holding their families hostage, yeah. So basically,
what?
in the next chapter in the Raws, I translated a little. Basically, this soldier man like breaks down one part to keep another kid hostage, like get an advantage on Jail. And Jail's like, "Why the fuck are you doing this?" He's like, "I have to, because Robert's gonna kill our families if we don't." And then Robert like smiles down from like his balcony.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
It's like we need to give a sympathetic reason for our soldiers to be assholes for no reason.
Yeah.
Surely they'd be like jingoistic enough to want to kill the kids regardless.
Nope.
They don't need a super sad bullshit reason for them to do this.
They need to have a super sad bullshit reason because we're going to turn
so that they're blameless
and inspire them, and they're blameless. Yeah,
that's the main reason. Because they're going to turn good later.
You're of two fields in this manga. I told you. You're either a perfect family or you are
a cartoon asshole. And a cartoon asshole is hurting their as fucking
it's hurting
kidnapped their perfect families and holding them hostage.
So they are forced to wear the mask of
a cartoon villain. Yes,
asshole. But really, they are a perfect family, man.
God damn it. Anyways, this woman, isn't she the insight bearer? And we got that bulletin in that bulletin we got. And just bulletin you got? What? Like, do you have like a fax machine printing out papers or some bullshit?
By bulletin, I imagine like they just like slap a poster of her on a bulletin board or something.
I guess, but you say bulletin and I think of like, like fucking like, something being sent by like Morse code or some bullshit.
That's not my first thought, but fair enough.
It's not impossible that they call it bulletins if it's like a Paul Revere letter or some bull crap, but like it just sounds weird. Anyways, whatever. And she goes, that's right. One of those barons of legend. I'm one of those barons of legend. So now that you know, maybe if you start running now, they just laugh at her. And I like how they're like cartoon assholes, despite the fact that they're like supposed to be perfect families, but they're just laughing at her for being so stupid.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I mean, to be fair, this would be the valid reaction if Nana was like, I'm finally going to do something in this manga.
And then just laugh at her like, you're not going to do something.
Come on, what do you think this is, Sora no Atashimono?
We've read all of Plunderer up until now. We know how useless you are. Anyways, what? You still think you people are some top secret group? We know all about you. The other barons might be real monsters, but the Insight Baron is a mere woman with no combat powers. Fuck it. And then Nana just immediately gives up. Like, fuck it.
Right?
You two run for it quickly. And they go, but. And why would they go, but? Why wouldn't they just run? They don't know her.
They feel bad for her because she stood up for them.
I guess. And the guards go, he. And then the Lolicon genes kick in.
Lolicon gene, damn it! You beat me to it.
It's, yeah. Here are the faces of some perfect family men right here, doing evil things because they're forced to, because Minnie Schmerman kidnapped their families.
As they say, die, chaos style.
Yeah, fucking wonderful fathers here.
I was gonna say I wanted to bring this up because like we've pointed out the fact that Minazuki just like copy paste these faces now. I feel like because I used to think this was a really cool effect to like have like the faces overshadowed and like the eyes like glowing like that. But when you do it on a literal grunt, like it's lost all meaning.
Yes.
Like it doesn't make them look cool or threatening. It's just like, oh yeah, I remember when Licht used to do that and it looked really cool, and now like everyone does it and it doesn't
now
matter.
It's the fashion. Now it's not special anymore. When everyone's super, no one is. Anyways, thankfully, one of the members of Grafangus appears out of fucking nowhere like usual and blasts them all away with whatever the fuck power she has.
She hits really hard. She's the opposite of the good defense.
The good attack, yeah, okay.
The good attack, yeah.
And the two loving family men with twisted bodies go flying, but they're fine.
You know that Kung Fu Panda screenshot of, what was the name of the villain from the first movie? Tai Lung?
Something
where
like
he's
that.
Like, there's like, finally a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary. That's like Genji and her right now.
Yeah. Like, God, I love Kung Fu Panda so fucking much. All the movies are great.
Yeah, choose the best.
That fucking Peacock in the second movie is probably one of my favorite like Pixar.
Yeah, he's just
villains.
Frieza.
Yeah, he's so fucking good. I love him.
He's amazing. Yeah.
Anyway, so she jumps down and she has like an alien, like 3 evil eye thing going on.
Yeah, I don't. It's weird.
She looks like a roach from StarCraft 2 that had like 6 eyes.
Yeah.
Anyways, fucking, she goes, ugh. Also, they're fucking dead. Look at how like contorted their bodies are as they're flying. They're dead.
No, they're gonna get up in a page.
Apparently. She goes, ugh. There you are, you brats. I told you not to follow us, didn't I? Big sis. And oh crap, they ran off. So apparently there is a little tiny baby door next to the gigantic main door in the castle.
Oh my god!
That's why I pointed that out earlier, because it's so fucking funny. There's a tiny little baby door next to the gigantic big one.
Oh my god, that's so stupid! What's the point of having
There's no point in it being a castle, especially if they leave the door unlocked.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm so glad I could bring that to your attention. That's so funny.
This is fucking bananas. How did I not fucking see that?
Oh god. I love the little tiny baby door. It's so funny.
Fuck
Anyways.
you. Fuck you.
I was this close to finally getting to kill someone. Surely she could have done that in one hit if she wanted to.
Yeah, she totally could have.
And then Ikros appears and goes, "What are you talking about? The commander ordered specifically not to kill." And Tomoki's grandfather appears with his weird woman cane and goes, "That's right. So stressful, I tell ya."
His name is even Sakuragi. I just remembered that.
Yeah, I made that joke last time. Tomoki Sakuragi.
Yeah. God.
Fucking. Yeah, I know that, but I'm sick and tired of holding it in. Also, the kids who were about to be killed seconds ago are now playing playfully, because that's how human beings work.
With someone that's talking about how badly she wants to murder people.
Yes.
Our charming cast of characters.
Aren't they just? And then Ikaros goes, "By the way, who might you be?" And then, I guess Sakuragi answers her, even though they know each other. So he goes, "I'm Saku-chan, me." And then I goes, "Huh? Oh, right, this lady here is," and then her tits bounce for no reason, even though she's not moving. So it's like Dead or Alive physics where tits just bounce infinitely, or like fucking, what's that one anime where like the demon lord who ends up working at the convenience store?
Fuck, what is that called?
You know what I'm talking about?
Part-timer?
No, not that one. That's the devil working at McDonald's. There's one where like a female demon lord works at a convenience store.
Oh, you reviewed it back in the day.
I did. Yeah, that's why I'm talking about it.
That was so dumb.
Her tits have like her tits are the secret to perpetual energy because they bounce constantly for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, he just unzips her jacket and they like go
like yeah, like her tits gain those physics now for no reason.
They were fucking bouncing like a POW block when they get hit.
Like a POW. That was the nerdiest reference you could have possibly made.
I don't know why that was the only. I was reaching for.
I would have gone like Jello personally, or like.
That's so easy.
Well, at least it's accurate, not a POW block.
I don't know, just the visual.
A POW block shakes things once, and it's like more like a robotic thing.
It was more the visual of like Mario jumping and like fucking smashing his fist into it that like made it amusing to me. Whatever, just keep reading. I'm embarrassed now.
Okay. Also, I like how they're the two images. So like the the top panel of whatever Gafangus chick, lowly Gafangus girl, and like the black is the exact same as the one below it in white.
No, yeah, it's the exact same drawing.
Literal copy paste, yeah. So she looks at Nana's huge tits, and then she has to look down at her own to remind herself because she doesn't fucking know. And then she gets angry because she's a lowly who doesn't want to be a lowly, because that's a fucking unique character trait we've never seen before.
You must love that.
It's great, I'll tell you.
It's your favorite.
I don't mind. I almost sort of like this joke, but only because it's something SNO would do, and it'd be way funnier there. Where
it would be
she goes like, "Where are you pointing that camera?" And arrows even.
No, yeah, like if it was Nymph saying that, like this would be like a pretty decent gag, you know?
Yeah.
Or something. Like, but
it would be a decent like refresh of the usual joke with Nymph, but yeah.
Yeah, but like because it's Plunderer and like we literally
starving child.
Yeah, starving child. You can't do this, like, especially like addressing the camera, like in Plunderer.
Yeah, no, it's true. They just broke the fourth wall with that joke. That's something the manga hasn't really done before.
Yeah, and it doesn't really work with this one.
Where are you pointing that camera does, upon reflection, totally not fit in this fucking story.
Yeah.
And then Tomoki's grandpa's like, "That's right, you gotta push them together properly, all squishy-like." And she goes, "Yeah, wait, no! I'm gonna kill you too!" Anyway, listen up. Such obscene, attention-grabbing things are enough with the arrows! And now the joke's terrible again.
Yep.
"Oh, but this looks like my chance. Yes, time for the prettiest, most powerful member of Gafangus to introduce herself." And then Jail appears for... This is actually a good joke.
This is a good joke. This is a great joke, because it's a redraw of him grabbing
it's only a good joke because of our in-jokes in the fucking Bookclub.
Yeah, I don't know. I also think even just like
It's funny because Jail just appears from nowhere again, but this time in a comedy context.
Yeah, that's fair, but like the fact that it's exact like redraw of a
it's
moment
an exact
like,
redraw of the other one. Yes.
Yeah, that is supposed to be like his big epic reveal is fucking hilarious.
It is really funny.
Yeah, this is genuinely a funny fucking page.
But yeah, I think it's overly funny because of our jokes in the fucking Boom Club about him teleporting everywhere.
I thought it was funny before that, but that does fucking help it quite a lot.
Yes, it just appears again seriously.
Yeah, but this is a fucking good gag. The good on Miyazuki with this.
It's fine, yeah. Remember when SNL used to make us laugh multiple times a chapter and like our face hurt from smiling so much? He's got one in like 50 chapters of manga. Congrats.
Yeah.
So then this next page of reactions is bizarre. Like they're just like generic concerned.
Yeah, like in this like comedy moment where like he's grabbing his face, like these aren't the sort of reactions you want.
Yes, agreed.
It's like,
she goes,
like something
Commander.
Sort of like deadpan, I think would be a lot. If you
need I would
reaction
agree.
shots, yeah. Especially when you have Ikaros in the top page.
Yeah, it's like a generic face. Ikaros deadpan would work pretty well here.
Yeah.
Anyways, so she goes, Commander, at least let me say my name. This joke gets less and less funny as the days go on.
Yeah, I was about to ask you what you think of the gag.
It's not very good.
It's not, yeah. It's like everyone has like one awful gag to associate. Like Lynn's is being fat. This chick is that she can't say her name.
How great of a character.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so Jug goes, Axel Acel, Sakiguragi. I'm certain I told. Also, I like how he says everyone else's name but her, so we can keep wondering.
Yeah. That's a little funnier than just like if instead of her like always just
if he'd said you, Acel, and Sakuragi,
yeah,
like, I feel he doesn't acknowledge the joke, which I think makes it not funny.
No, fair, yeah.
It makes it seem more like he only didn't say it because Minazuki doesn't want us to know, rather than because the character would do it.
No, yeah. If it was like a direct thing that he just like refuses to like say her name, like to not inflate her ego or something, like that would feel in character and like funny.
But he doesn't do that, so it's more like Minazuki is fucking.
It's like a half attempt. Like he had the joke and he fumbled it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm certain I told you I'd be going to the capital alone. She goes, I'm sorry for saying I was the strongest. I'm sorry for saying I was the prettiest. Commander, are you disobeying my orders? I'm going to court-martial you now, so bye. You're not part of my team anymore.
And then he morphs into Minos and like electrocutes her.
Oh God. No, I mean,
there's no place in Alcia for a defect like you.
Apparently, goddamn. Anyways, so Sakuragi goes, look, Commander, no matter how you look at it, doing this at the count of one is absurd. I agree. It's very absurd.
Yeah, every time they like say with a count of one, it just gets funnier.
Again, yeah, like Plunderer, but every time they mention Jail's count, the plot gets dumber. There are 5,000 royal guards stationed here, and a general the count of 100,000, and no one else. We'll hide the children, and then we can come with. So even they mention the smart thing they could do. But he's like, I don't care. You have a good plan, but fuck it. This is something I must do alone. Man, it sure would suck if like he walked in there and Alexandrov had 3 pallets.
You mean
if only he had brought his super strong army, which was 5 feet away from him.
Do you mean Robert?
Yes.
Yeah.
It sure would be funny if there was a moment later on where it looks like Jail's going to lose, because then this would seem really dumb.
It would, yes.
And then I don't understand why Ikaros' speech bubble has like dotted.
She's whispering.
Is she? That's not clearly conveyed at all.
It says, well, for
I guess they wrote whisper. Surely she would be like looking at her when she whispered, though.
Nah, no, I don't think that's a big deal. And I've seen like that used for whispering in a lot of other manga.
It would work better if she was like had turned her head that way. But the fact that she's like allegedly whispering while looking in a different direction, like
If they were now that you mention it, because they're standing so far apart.
Yeah.
If Nana was like right next to her, I could deal with her like staring straight forward because like she doesn't want to like show weakness or whatever, like show her expression. But yeah, when they're like a little few feet away from each other.
Yeah, I'm going to turn around from the microphone and whisper something, and you see if you can hear what I fucking say.
Okay.
Okay, so what incredibly important information did I just convey to you?
You said, oh
man, you caught me, damn it. Did you actually hear me or just infer that?
No, that is exactly what it sounded like.
Oh, damn. My microphone betrayed. Point being, she would not whisper this. My microphone hard limiting my voice betrayed me.
I want to edit her dialogue now to just go, nah, hapsa.
My microphone is too good. My joke didn't work. God damn it. Well, now I look dumb.
That's nothing new.
Anyways, Minazuki looks dumber. This is stupid.
Good save.
And Nana goes, huh? Like, you've come to stop the commander, haven't you? Then please do so. As it is, he is heading for certain death. And she goes, jail. Well, you asked me before if I had a dream, right? He goes, oh. Well, my dream was to become a princess. Okay, get ready for this bullshit. When I was really small, before I was taken to that lab, I was out scavenging and there was a TV running in one of the houses. A children's show was on then, and a princess appeared on it, so beautiful and pretty. I was totally entranced, and since then I'd sneak out whenever I could to watch that show. So apparently there's still cable broadcasting in the post-apocalypse.
Remember when they said electricity is more valuable than gold?
Yes. I feel like I feel like there would not be cable stations operating children's programming in the post-apocalypse. I also feel like electricity would be super valuable, and I also feel like no one would leave a TV something worth so much unattended. And I also feel like the TV should look like it's from the year 2000, if they're in the year 2000 or like in 2050 right now. But it's like an old like CRT TV.
Yeah.
In the future. This is so dumb.
Well, to be fair, they said that this was like 20XX or whatever, but
it's the same year.
No, they have YouTube. Never mind. I'm not even going to try to defend it. They have fucking YouTube.
Yeah, no.
It would be plasma screen.
Yeah. Anyways, this is so dumb. If this did exist, it would be super rare. And if she did it once, fine, but she does it multiple times, so it's really dumb.
No, yeah. If she like just saw it on like maybe it was some rich person's house or something. I mean, clearly this is not, but like
some rich person's house in the slum.
You know, if she like found a way to like find something or whatever. Fine, but yeah, they're just like being like, oh, I snuck out like every day to go watch my favorite show.
Mm-hmm.
That the usual. I'm sure that the family wouldn't try and swap me away with a broom for picking through their trash.
Yeah, I don't know why they couldn't just say Nana had like a TV in her cell at Schmerman's thing. Like she had like dolls and shit. I could believe a TV.
No, yeah, especially since like they have computers and shit. And,
yeah, and then she would have like nothing else to do, so they'd leave her a TV so she wasn't just bored all the time plotting escapes.
But she needed the dream from when she was in the slums, so we feel worse for her.
I guess. God damn it.
And yeah.
So I wanted to become a princess too and stop having to dig through trash.
And why did it? Furthermore, why did it have to be like a TV? Why did it have to be a TV show? Like you could have her want to become a princess without having her need to see a TV to inspire her.
Well, then it's extra poignant because then we can like compare like how rich the princess butterflies and then Nana with the actual flies on the next page.
She could have like a book or something. You know, I believe a book more than seeing a fucking television, like a fucking fairy tale.
Well, again, this is more because Minazuki didn't think about this at all. Like, he could have easily written around this, but like this just displays how little he gives a shit.
You could have her like.
It was the first thing that came to his head. And he didn't think about it any more than that.
Like she could have dug out like an old fucking dirty crumpled book like out of the trash sometime.
There are 20 billion ways to write around the story. It makes sense.
That could have been her version of Chaos's shoes if you really wanted to fucking copy shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like just give her like a book to carry around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever.
Also, I only just noticed when I was saying it, but I do like there's butterflies, the princess, and actual flies on Nana's page.
No, that is. I was gonna say that's.
I think that's
neat.
funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, but well, I'm just some drunkard now. You see, that's why dreams and stuff like that, they obviously don't come true. You have to give up on foolish. You have to set aside your childish things. Like taking the capital on you. So she's thinking this and is not able to say it, or what?
Yeah, no, she's unable to say anything. Like she goes, that's why. Like she just keeps like stalling and repeating herself because she's unable to like say this out loud.
I say, you have to come with me, and he goes, Nana. And he goes, that's why. You have to go and make yours come true. Don't let it end up like mine, because it's your dream, right? You're precious. He goes, I'm tired of this bullshit.
Women.
He goes, bam! He does the wall shove that we famously talked about with fucking SAO Alternative.
Yeah.
Wow, my first wall shoving, and it's not even yeah. Anyways, so he goes, still holding back, huh? He's about to like punch her.
Yeah, right. Like that. Like I know what he means. Like like she's not being honest with herself. But if he just said
he looks way too angry.
No.
Surely you should have like a handsome face right here.
Like this reminds me of when he fought Licht, and he's like, "Is this your truth? Then I'll use my full strength." Like,
yeah,
you're holding back, huh? Well, I won't.
Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah.
Punches her through the
It's
wall.
really not the right expression for this scene.
No, yeah.
So she goes, what are you talking about? I'm not holding anything back. I'm not. And he for the first time, instead of putting on someone else's glasses, he tosses his own glasses away because he doesn't need those, I guess.
He's because Sonohara got some of his conviction, he traded it for her ability to lose her glasses inexplicably.
I see, yeah. Also, the fact that they have glasses is just now bothering me. Like, that means they have like prescription glasses with like, you know, like bended enough to the point where it like lets you see shit in this medieval society.
Well, I can see Sonohara having one, but Jail, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. Also, I'm flashing back once again to Fairly Odd Parents. Like, I can see! I can fight! Which is a great joke. He goes, enough! I told you back then, didn't I? To come with me, that I'd be by your side until you're good and tired of me. And she starts crying, because it's all female characters in this manga can fucking do. But even so, it's like in Fallout where you have dialogue options that all do the same thing. Like, I want a dialogue wheel to appear of like cry, 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 and cry.
I thought you meant with Jail. Like you pick the one where he's angry, it yells with her and clearly isn't going this way.
Yeah,
it just ends up with him like still confessing to her anyway.
Yeah, like you know, you try to pick like the romantic option, but then Jill gets angry on this page.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, hey, it's not what I fucking impressed. Like an LA Noir. Like, it's like, you know, like I pressed the option to gently press this witness. Fuck you, lying slut. Like, that's not what I pressed, but okay. Just that. But no, I'm thinking of Nana's dialogue options, which are cry, 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 and cry. Which is the options of literally every female character in the fucking manga. And he goes, but even so, you're going to keep holding back. Then I'm done with waiting. I'll make you give up on being your Nini's brother. The fact that he calls Lick Nini here is...
It's weird.
I'll make you give up on being your Nini's bride. And then he kisses her. And no one gives a shit.
Woohoo. And it's weird and awkward. And dumb and unnecessary. And this... He has... Like Nana had no reason to like Jail. Jail has negative reasons to like Nana.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Felt bad for her because she was a kid stuck in a room. That doesn't equal love. And if it does, like at least you can say like Nana getting a crush on him, you could say like as a little girl, like having someone cool and like respectable, like sticking out for you. Like, okay, I could see like a minor crush when she was a kid, not 300 years later. But for if he also started crushing on her back then, that is fucking creepy.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. She was pretty cute, lowly, but still.
Shut the fuck up. She was like 12.
And she was more like 8, but yeah.
Oh, well, thank you for proving my point even more. Do you want to keep
going? Thank you for proving my
going?
point even more.
Oh, I can't stand you.
I can't stand you either.
I want to flash back to like an hour ago when we were finishing the last chapter, and we were both like, "I love you. I love you too, buddy."
This is the form our love manifests, and we both just hate each other passionately.
It's
just like in Plunderer, it makes no sense that we love each other anyway.
I was gonna say, yeah, Minazuki spanned the roulette, and this time we're enemies. And then next week.
Hey, if you would like lolies too, this wouldn't be a problem. We could just properly love each other forever. But no, I've got to be the weird one.
Yes, you do. And nothing's gonna change that.
Anyways, they kiss and it's dumb, and I hate it.
Yes.
And she goes, and Ikaros looks very unperplexed by this, but like nameless chick looks crushed for no reason. I don't know why all the members of Gathangus are in love with him.
Yeah. Well. Yes. What do you mean you don't know why? I'll explain to you why very simply.
Because he's a male character and she is a female character.
Yes, because they are both women. He is a male. He is badass, and he looks handsome. And so why wouldn't they all like him? I
guess. Anyway, so he picks up his glasses that he tossed away for no reason. Yeah. And he goes,
I wish they were like fucking cracked or something. He was like,
yeah, that would be fun. And he decides to go into the big door, not the unlocked little door. Until I return, protect this woman with your lives because she is my only weakness, which is a cool line that's not been earned at all.
Yeah, and also it sure is a great thing she came here then when she's my one and only weakness.
Yeah. It sure is great she came here to like do nothing and stand aside as I go kill myself, and that's her.
You're right though. That is a cool line, but not for her.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Like if this were a romance that were like properly fleshed out and these were characters that like have any place to like each other and Jail said that would be like a kind of moment. But
yeah.
Instead it's like, oh, fuck off. Like, shut up.
Mm-hmm. And the door goes clack because that's the sound doors make.
Especially giant ones.
Yes, especially giant ones. And she goes, what? Just now. And then nameless chick touches her and she goes, I'll kill you. It's a weird reaction. I'm not sure I don't like it. It's just odd.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Nana's reaction to the reaction is even worse. That's what I'm going to hammer in on here. I don't mind her like crying and saying this like sadly because she's actually sad about it. But Nana reacting like it's a comedy thing ruins that tone if that was supposed to be the intention.
Fair enough.
So one of these two images shouldn't be here. I'll let you decide.
Yeah, it would depend on whatever tone of the scene. Like, and that's hard because Minazuki has no tone in this scene. So I can't decide which I would rather keep.
Fair enough. So she goes, my commander, unforgivable, die! And then he writes an alchemist transmutation circle of strip. And then her clothes explode.
So can he just fucking do anything?
I don't know.
I just assumed his thing was like shooting lasers because he like drew them. But apparently he can write the kanji for fucking anything and it happens.
Apparently.
So why doesn't he just write
Schmerman dies?
Yeah, like he's the Death Note. Just let him write down Schmerman dies. And then Schmerman like gets a heart attack. You know?
I don't fucking know.
Like we haven't even
random fan service scene after this big emotional moment totally does not work at all.
Not at all.
Also, I would not have picked this underwear for her. I'd figure like her like sadistic thing, she'd have like all black or some shit.
Yeah, but they're going for like the lolicon, like innocent image.
No, her whole thing is that she's like crazy. So like I would totally go like black lace.
Whatever. I don't care enough.
Anyways, it's a dumb fan service scene and it's not even well done. Also, just sort of like her whole body looks different now. Like, do you get that? Like, this image just looks weird. It looks like a different character that's had her head like photoshopped onto it.
I don't really see it.
Fair enough. I might just be crazy. Anyways,
It might be.
So Ikaros goes like, "What are you doing? The commander told us to protect her." I'm like, "What about you, Missy? Aren't you also in love with?" Why does he call her Missy and not by her name? They're like generals and partners.
Because he's like old and he tries to be cute. Like that was his thing. Remember, like he's always like, "Call me Saku-chan. I'm adorable."
Still. Anyways, so she goes, "I am fine with being number 2. Bigamy is wonderful, isn't it?" And I had to look up what the fuck bigamy meant. I read it as Big Amy is wonderful, isn't she?
So Ikaros is a cuckold in this.
Apparently.
That's what she gets for being main.
Well, that's not what cuckold means, but yeah.
Whatever, I'm using like internet cuckold, okay? Everyone knows.
Which has no definition, so it works no matter what you do.
Exactly.
Okay, sure. What's the word? Monogamous or is it the opposite of that? Polygamy.
Monogamy is single, yeah.
Isn't it polygamy?
Polygamy means multiple partners, so having more than two.
Polygamy is wonderful. Would have worked better than Big Amy.
Well, bigamy because it's specifically 2.
I know, but I didn't know what the word meant, and I read it as Big Amy at first, and it was just funny.
I think that's more your fault.
Maybe.
It doesn't take a lot to like Google something and be like, oh, okay.
I guessed the meaning, but it was just weird. I guessed the meaning, but I just never heard that before. I'd always heard, like you said, fucking whatever. I forgot the other word again. Anyways, whatever.
Reply, there's way more than just 2.
Yeah. Well, still, I think polygamy would work fine. Whatever. And as much as it frustrates me to say, the commander was changed by what happened. It was really weird and out of character, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And Saku-chan, manifesting his Lolicon genes, says, True, it'll be even more difficult to kill him now. What the fuck?
I don't like, it's fine to make the Gavangus like weirdos, but like, the fact that they're all just ready and willing to like murder each other at any given moment.
Yes.
Is
Also, it'll be even more difficult to kill him. What if you kill Nana, who is his only weakness, and then it'd be way easier to kill him?
Or would it be even hard? I think that
it's his only weakness.
Well, I believe it's more like holding her hostage is the weakness. Like,
fine, then hold her, whatever, do whatever. But like, surely it's easier to kill him now, not more difficult.
Fair enough.
It's so dumb. I hate this. And then Ikaros is also feeling some of that, and she gets fucking horny again. Like, until now, I feel he seemed oddly frail. I even thought it would have been merciful to kill him myself, but he's different now.
She's a weirdo yandere.
I hate this so fucking much. Having used part of his conviction might just be invincible, like he wasn't before.
As we find out. Yes. That's the thing about them. That's the thing about them saying this. Like they say, like I'm sure Minazuki says it just to make it like sound cool. Like, wow, you got that crazy strong conviction, but it's like, no, that's literally the case. He literally says, I have conviction, and then he survives everything.
Anyways, how delicious you'd be. You who'd have become a king lording over this world. Also, I just realized it's the only reason they gave Nana the princess backstory is so because Jill's going to be king and so she's going to be a princess.
Oh, that's right.
So that's literally the only reason they added that in. It's so terrible, isn't it? I like how you're the one screaming now.
What do you? Oh, she's just the new Charles.
She is. Yeah.
What do you want to bet she's gonna wear Charles' wedding dress?
Charles' wedding dress. Actually, Oh God, you're right. Fuck.
The window is too big for her, and then Alexandrov is gonna watch them get married
for
and
fucking
cry.
Nana wearing it instead.
Yeah, and then Alexandrov is gonna watch it happen and like cry and like probably get like a little vision of her or something, like see Charles in her or whatever. I don't care. Just finish the fucking.
That's totally gonna happen. We're gonna have a page where fucking he's like watching Nana, and then like Charles flashes over her appearance, and he's like, what a wonderful successor. I see it in my head. It'll totally happen.
He won't go, what a wonderful successor. Let me write the dialogue for you right now because I know exactly how it's gonna go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Charles. It just like cries a little.
I bet he won't say anything. I bet he'll like wipe like a single tear away with like a smile on his face.
I think that's too good for this.
I can see that in my head though.
I do literally think like he'll go like, Charles. Like he won't say it out loud, but that'll be his narration.
Maybe.
And then he'll wipe the single tear.
Maybe. Alexandra will be rock hard. Yeah, I know.
Rock hard. Oh, God damn it.
God, I hate this fucking manga, Isaiah. I don't know why you made me read this bullshit. This is all your fault. I want you to know that.
Also, I missed this fucking great joke in the chat earlier. So Daniel goes, "What about the baby door?" Jerome says, "It died. Baby door was learning to walk and Minazuki shot it." we need more fucking dead children in this book.
Well, no, Minazuki like had a character hold a gun to it, and then Jail appeared behind them and killed them. So nothing, because he wouldn't kill a baby. Actually, he doesn't have the grit for that shit.
Right, they have to be at least 8.
Anyway, so Ikaros jerks herself off, and then he goes, "Jail Murdoch." They got this really unintentionally funny shot.
Dynasty Warriors!
Yes, of like 5,000 men with swords standing against Jail Murdoch. And he goes, 5,000, huh? Come on, then. Notice how this page very, very cleverly obscures the stupid 1 count, because it'd be funny otherwise.
Yeah.
Also, 0 punch, which is literally his count.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. And then the guard, the family men who are doing this because their families are hostage go, "Kill him! Rah, rah, grah!"
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not just kill him. It's they go, "Kill him!"
Against overwhelming odds.
Such a simple caption. We need something better than this, man. This is Plunderer. We need like fucking turbulent developments. The hero returns. Yeah. Tragedy awaits.
So that was this chapter of Plunderer.
Yes.
That was dumb.
This one's very milquetoast.
By comparison to the last
one. By comparison, it's still dumb. Jail and Nana have no reason to be together at all.
Yes.
Just fucking the Gafangas suck. I hate all of them.
I do too. I want to point out, the one thing I didn't mention for my notes is that just everyone appears from nowhere. So like Girl walks on the screen, and then Ikaros walks on the screen, and Sakuragi walks on the screen. And I love Nana like turning around to look at all of them each time, like, "Where the fuck did you come from?" Look.
Oh my god. What a mess. What a
terrible manga.
What a fucking sham. What a
Again, I love that I've reduced you to this. That makes my day every time. You're like, God, what a terrible manga.
It makes me depressed. You know the worst thing that really realized that like Plunderer just ain't the same for me anymore.
Uh-huh.
I used to, with joy in my heart, wake up on the dot at like 9 a.m. when a new chapter would drop, so I can grab the raws and like look at them and like share them with all my friends.
Right.
Now when I wake up on the 25th of the month, like, no, not even. I forget. I forget.
Oh, see, when you're right, it's even worse.
And then someone on Twitter messages me, "Hey, is the new chapter out yet?" and then I go read it for their sake,
and then you have to go buy it.
Yeah, and then I go buy it, and then I put the raws up for people for their sake, and not
terrible.
my own. And the thing is, like, I don't know, dude. I feel like I have Stockholm syndrome. Like the honeymoon period is over, so I'm not like, but I still love it because I don't know if I can even say that. But like, I don't know what I'm gonna do when this series is over, and I just it's for better or for worse. It's shaped and become this part of my life that I didn't think it would.
Fair
and I
enough.
both love and I hate it, and I'm sad. I'm very sad.
I'm in a weird place with Plunderer personally. Like, I started off very indifferent to it. Like, you know, when I originally read it, I dropped it and didn't give a shit. And then we started reading it, and I started, like, you know, you had like a few convincing arguments at the start when we didn't really know anything. I was like, okay, yeah, I guess some of these chapters are okay. And then as time goes on, I hated it more and more, and it was fun because you still liked it, so we had arguments all the time. But then over time, I was so right that even you had to come down to I dragged you down to my level. But now, like, as you're going even down and down and down on the graph, I've gone from like 0, I've started to go up to the point where I'm like actually kind of in love with the manga right now, because it is so fucking terrible that it is like, it's honestly a huge source of joy in my life to read it and make fun of it all the time.
Wow,
so I'm in a weird, like, masochistic, sadistic relationship with Plunderer right now. It's very odd, but like,
well, like, I guess I'm happy for you.
Yeah. So you're going down and I'm nothing but up.
So this is what conviction does.
Apparently.
You've taken all of mine.
Yeah, I've sapped it all. Anyways, that's all I got. You have anything else?
I don't know. I don't think I do. I hate that everyone like needs to be a couple in this. Like I was thinking on it, and it's funny because so what I was thinking on the
I even shipped the characters back in the day.
No, that's not where I'm going. God, no. I hated this couple from the start. The second I like noticed Minazuki was doing this, even when I was like madly in love with this, I was like, oh God, really? Like she's loved licked for 300 fucking years and she just turns on a dime. But I was thinking like, man, what if Sorno Atashimono was like this, where like Minazuki felt the need to like make sure every character had a significant other. Fucking Daniel Sai won the Star Theft bout.
That's good shit.
Yeah, you've got to stay in Ulcia enjoying your life, and
you've got a 0. You're going to the abyss.
I'm in the abyss. That's why my life is hell. But fucking, I was thinking, and I was like, what would that look like? And I remember on like the last chapter of Sorno Atashimono, there's like a panel of like Yoshitsune just like talking to Hiyori. And I was like, oh God, like I can imagine like them getting fucking like paired together or whatever. But then I thought about it and I was like, no, I bet if both of them were in the series together more and like actually had like screen time together, I could very easily seeing petty, like not nihilistic, what's the word? Like narcissistic fucking like lover of all beautiful things Yoshitsune like switching on a dime from Ikaros to Hiyori.
Right, yeah.
I could very easily see him falling for her. You know. But it's just because those characters are fully realized, and I can imagine situations where the two of them can interact and do things together. Whereas in Plunderer,
we don't have time for that. We need to have action scene after action scene.
No, yeah, and it sucks and it's frustrating, and I'm
fucking Nana and Jail spending time together doesn't lead to any cool double page spreads.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love your disgust. I feed off of it. It's my energy.
Well, good for you.
Honestly, I'm like to talk about like Plunderer's relationship to SNO. The more I read of Plunderer, the more and more scared I get to do a reread of SNO at this point. Like, because I am absolutely 110% billion positive that I will notice way more issues with SNO's construction now as a result of reading Plunderer.
Like, I have no doubt we will notice issues. Like again, like we immediately thought back on the Hiyori killing herself and been like, oh yeah, no, that's a Minazuki picking the visual over like what makes sense.
Right.
But it doesn't take a genius to see Sorno and Tashimono is fucking better than like even if we noticed more problems, you can't fucking compare. Okay?
Well, yes, I'm not comparing, but like I feel like reading Plunderer might knock SNO from a 10 to a 5 or some shit.
It would not knock it down to a 5. And
I don't know. I'm like legitimately worried about that now.
The fact that you have such little fucking faith in the Holy Bible is disturbing. And frankly, I think I'm more angry with you now than I am at Plunderer for even saying that.
Maybe
after all the good memories we've been through. All right, you know what? Whenever you're done.
Like, I was just thinking of like, like fucking all like the sad kid crap in this. And I'm like, God, was Chaos just like a sad kid in SNO?
No,
who was there to be sad for no reason? Like I had this whole thing about her essentially being a Terminator, but like how much of that was my own fucking fan fiction and how much of that was actually intended in the manga? Like, does the manga ever really make reference to the fact of that? Or is that just something I came up with? Like, I don't know, and I'm scared to go back and find out.
No, because here's the fucking difference, wise guy. Chaos isn't a fucking Charles who was literally introduced and killed off one chapter later to be sad.
Well, just because it's not the worst it could possibly be does not mean it's not just bad in its own way, potentially.
Yeah, no, I don't want to hear this. You are a blasphemer, and I honestly cannot believe you would even stoop so low. The fucking you just finished the 10th part of the love letter writing this first draft of the script.
Yes.
Shut your mouth.
I don't know. I'm actually legitimately concerned that Plunderer might not only tank itself, but was so bad, like a black hole that will suck everything else into it.
Shut your mouth. Here's what you're gonna do. I want you to just read the Melon arc because it's like 3 fucking chapters, and I want you to fucking come back to me later tonight and tell me if Plunderer's changed your view on that fucking masterpiece at all.
How fucking lucky is it that Icarus, after being 100% destroyed and beyond repair, activates a bullshit power out of nowhere and becomes a god?
But no. Pandora was fucking built up to for several chapters.
But she was like 100% destroyed, wasn't she?
Fucking shut your fucking goddamn mouth.
That's what I mean, though. Like, I'm worried things will stand out to me more than they did.
Oh, you are so stupid. I'm furious. I'm actually ticked off right now. I'm gonna go pace around my room. I may have lost all my fight for Plunderer, but if you turn tail and you fucking start saying anything about SNO, the next time we meet when I go to Texas, it'll be to take your life.
You'll have to come to Texas to do that, though. So if anything, I should hate on SNO so I can make you fucking do that.
I will gladly come just to be friends, but if you make me come as an enemy, you won't survive that encounter.
You'll rue the day!
Yes, you will. I will come with all the copies of Plunderer, and I will make you go through them. Which doesn't work as a threat anymore because you enjoy it more than me at this point.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Whatever.
God damn it.
Yeah, like Gio says, think about the shoes. Think about the shoes.
It's all cry porn. Fucking, I'm thinking back specifically on that bit where Astria and Nymph go and assault fucking the Synapse at the very end, and like Zeus fires, even though like and Nymph's hacking somehow blocks the beam of energy. When what should have happened is it should have just hacked it before it even fire, but that wouldn't have looked cool, so they didn't do that. So Minazuki had to write it that hacking just did everything because hacking is the conviction of SNO.
We're ending this stream before I lose my temper.
Fair enough. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you, Isaiah, for being here and declaring me your mortal enemy.
Yeah, for sure. Piss off.
And I will see all of you next time. Later.
Bye bye.